Oh,
3, 2, 1.
Damn.
Yes, sir. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 110 of Who Got the Aux podcast. To my right, your left is Wiggs, Frankenstein McDoodle. To your left, to my left, your right is Jylon, football pylon, touchdown.
Hey.
Pylon camera.
Pylon.
In the middle, Jullian.
I love how your mind works.
Yes, sir. Freestyling that shit. We make up Who Got the Aux podcast. Shouts out to everybody that follow us on WhoGotTheAux.com. Who Got the Aux, no spaces. Spotify, Apple, Instagram. Who Got the Aux, no spaces. WGT
Yes,
Aux,
sir. No motherfucking
Twitter.
spaces, homie.
Yeah, no spaces, bro. We don't do
Twitter.
spaces,
Ain't fuck
dog.
with that.
Catch
What's
us
good?
on
What's
Twitter.
good?
Yeah, WGT Aux, Twitter, Apple, Spotify. Our bonus episodes for me, I'm going to need y'all to check on that. I meant to text y'all about that. The bonus episode, it doesn't show up on my Apple Podcast app. It shows up on my Spotify. But it shows when you go on Apple through iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm wondering like if that's for
I have
other
to double
people
check.
too. Yeah.
I have to double check on that.
Anyway, shouts out to everybody. Follow us. Thanks for joining us on episode 110. We're having a good time this Sunday. Tito's, lemonade Tito's, and cranberry Tito's, and something else. How are you guys, sir? How are you doing, man? Death Row in the building.
Death Row.
Death Row.
See you,
hey,
dog.
Raw Special.
Shouts
What's
out-
good?
Shouts out to Suge, man. Shouts out to Suge. What's good?
Right, right.
I don't know. What we
How's your
shout him out
weekend, bro?
from.
You worked this Saturday?
Hell yeah.
This was your working Saturday?
Put in work, homie. We
How'd that
making
go,
money
man?
out
Put in
here.
work.
What you fixed this weekend, dog? Give us a rundown.
Yeah, man, I fixed an old Bediza.
You know, some Maseratis.
You did some
Ferraris.
brakes. You did some brakes.
Hey,
What
man,
you
you
did?
already
man?
know,
So
man.
brake
Motherfucking
calibers. You did an air conditioning system. What you
AC,
do?
HVAC, you know, we got
Yeah.
it on lock,
You know,
bro.
He's rebuilding
Shit.
V12 engines.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Autobots, Decepticons, whatever you want, bro.
That's what's up, bro. What was your favorite car you saw this week? Where you was like, damn, this joint hard, if any,
I mean, we got the new Supras. Like, if you're on a serious tip, like, we got the new Supras that are chill.
that comes in
They
that
look
you
good.
work on? Nice.
The brand new ones, right?
Nice.
Chill.
Is that like a foreign car? Or is that American?
Yeah, technically,
technically.
it's a basically a BMW.
Yeah.
Oh, got you. So
Yeah.
What engine did they have from a Z something?
I mean, I don't even know, bro.
it's
From
just
the
a BMW,
M4
yeah.
or I'm sorry, Z4, like one of the little hatchback
Yeah.
coupes.
Yeah, I know that hatch. I see those. A lot.
Coupes.
I know that
Coupe.
from Gran Turismo.
It's a coupe.
A
but-
coupe.
Coupe.
Nah, I just
What's
worked,
up,
bro. Got home. Shit.
Watch UFC.
I did, bro, and I was
Brunson.
struggling.
He be
Falling
watching all our
asleep.
stories on Who Got Us. That's why I posted them on our Who Got Us page.
Right.
Like,
You
shouts
fuck with
out-
it?
What, the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Derek Brunson. Well, mind you, I took a nap, so I woke up right when the main card started.
Motherfucking napping, bro. That's how you know we getting old, man.
Bro, I woke up at
Big
4
man.
a.m.
Hey.
I woke up at 4 a.m. to go Cowles Mountain.
Yeah, no, that's how you. Yeah, because
That's
after
how
you
you
do
gotta do
that,
it.
if you start your day off with some active shit like that, you sleeping
You
by
knocking
5,
out midday.
not, maybe
Yeah.
less. Yeah, midday. Easy.
I woke
but then
up
you,
at 5.
Right,
I was
right.
sleeping like 2.
yeah, and you know them motherfuckers be done at like what 8 now.
What's that?
I don't like that.
Wow,
how the
done-
fights be done at like 8.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah,
I don't like that
yeah,
shit, bro.
early.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
when this
imagine
shit-
the people on the East Coast. It's like 11
yeah.
midnight
Fuck
when it's done, but they doing that for us. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, whatever.
Nah, it was a good card
John said,
though.
"Fuck the East
Brunson TKO'd him in the third, and this guy he fought was from Dana White's Contender Series, so he was supposed to be the next up.
Yeah.
And so Brunson fucked that up. And then the fight before, Maya, I forgot her name, but she submitted a girl in the first round.
That was interesting, bro.
It was good
She
stuff.
looked
good jiu-jitsu.
crazy.
I like to see a
Yeah.
fight where it's like I was
Just
telling,
grapple.
a lot of grappling. I was telling
A lot
you,
of
I was like the
technical.
average person would look at this and be like, "This is a boring fight," but I'm
Yeah.
over there like, I was like, "You see why she pulled half guard right there? So that's why she gonna go side. So she goes side. So we put that arm. I'm
Yeah.
like, once you know the
She
fight's
going-
like
Oh,
that,
she getting
She
the
got
leg
the
up.
underhooks.
Oh, she got hooks
She got the
in.
underhooks.
And
Control
I told her,
underhooks.
I was like, once she got her arm, I was like, look, she gonna rotate over. Once she flatten her out, she tapping. She flatten her out. You saw that arm, boop, torque like that.
Right.
Best
yeah,
get the tap in.
She's doing the right thing. She's extending. She's extending the hips,
That
pushing
shit
the
was-
hips out.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
damn.
was like, so it was an entertaining free card at
Right.
the Apex in Vegas, which I think they're gonna have a fight night when I'm there. I hope so.
Right.
Not to saying I'm gonna be there, but it's,
Yeah.
It did look
it's
a
all
li-
about the energy or something.
right. It did look a little less premium. I was.
Oh, it was a free fight.
I know.
Of course.
Brunson
definitely-
headline, bro. Like, come on.
But it's funny because like I see these fighters, and then I'll see like other highlights, right, where Joe Rogan's there. And,
Oh,
like,
right,
I'm
right.
hearing Joe Rogan, and obviously they're on a stacked card
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
the main event, but they were just on that card. But still, I was like, damn, man, where Joe Rogan at now?
Yeah,
man?
Bruce
That
Buffer,
motherfucker-
though.
Yeah, they
Bruce
did have
Buffer
Bruce
was there,
Buffer
so
though. They
that made
did.
it
You're right.
official.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan only does pay-per-views though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
and-
Oh, yeah, he got that
in
money.
state-
Big bucks.
In-state pay-per-view, in-country pay-per-views. He doesn't do. That's why he wasn't at any
Oh, the Abu
Dhabis.
Dhabi ones.
He doesn't do out-of-country pay-per-views.
I mean, smart man, dude.
Yeah.
You know him. He
Well, probably because he didn't want to take that fucking test. I
Well,
probably
no,
would.
Yeah, no, he's totally against that.
Pre-COVID, he doesn't do
Oh,
because he said he does so much that going out of country
Oh.
takes like 3 to 4 days
Right,
out
right.
of his
He can't.
life. So yeah, he doesn't. Pre-COVID,
Yeah, he
he
can't.
wasn't doing out of country.
Oh yeah,
fights.
because you guys. I mean, he has his podcast and all.
Yeah,
that.
podcast, stand-up
All
comedy.
endorsements.
He can't dedicate 4 to 5 days to UFC.
It's a busy man.
That's crazy. So
I
now
mean, that's
with
when you
the
get up to that level.
Cormier and Miocic,
Miocic?
Miocic. I don't know
Yeah.
why Miocic. What the fuck is that? That card, he should be there on the 15th in 2 weeks.
All right.
That's gonna be going.
Yeah, Sean O'Malley's on that card. I gotta check the rest of it. It's not gonna be obviously the Abu Dhabi stacked card. See, it sucks when people come in on that. They
Yeah.
expect every card to be
Yeah.
3 belts.
Right.
It's
Right.
Wait, when's the Gaethje and?
That's October 24th.
I'm
And
not gonna watch that, bro.
That might be on Fight Island. So Joe Rogan is not gonna be doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Because could be
yeah.
any of those
Fight Island's
people that
Abu?
huh?
Fight Island is Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So any of those fighters that are coming from those
The
other
man-made
countries
island.
that can't travel into the U.S. That's why he did Fight Island for the
okay.
Russian and the
Yeah, just
Scotland,
like,
all those
meet
fighters
both
from there.
worlds.
Right.
Yeah, best of both worlds.
So that's
Meet in
gonna
the
be
middle,
a fight
kinda?
night, and that card's probably gonna be stacked because whenever he does Abu Dhabi, it seems like they want to make that stacked.
Yeah.
So Gaethje and
I mean, they're paying a lot to be in Abu Dhabi.
for sure.
And then
According to
COVID
him,
is-
though, it's a good relationship. Every time we talk about it, he says perfect. He says probably the safest spot on earth right now.
Oh,
The way they
I
operate.
I bet you, because
Yeah.
ain't nobody trying to fuck with oil billionaires and
Hell
Fucking
no.
oil
kings
barons
and
and
They
Saudi
not-
princes.
They don't want nobody coming in. Like,
Hell no.
nah. We want to stay
It's
rich.
like,
Right.
They said, let me see your
Yeah.
bank account.
Yeah.
Nah, you stand out there.
6 figures?
6.
Nah.
Come on, nah.
A million, 1
7.
mil, 1 mil in the bank.
Say, Habibi,
You don't have too much to live for. We can't fly you over.
stay over there, Habibi.
Yeah, Habibi, Prince Habibi. That's that though. So you worked on some nice cars. Is that how? I guess my question is.
Yes, sir. Hey, ask away.
We come in here every weekend. We work, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything satisfying still? Because I know your journey, how you went from the desk back to the car. Like, do you look up sometimes and be like, damn, like I'm making a decent living working on cars, or is it just like that's not even a thing to you anymore?
Nah, it's trust me, bro. Like I feel lucky that I have a career where it's not too monotonous. Hey, trust me, it gets monotonous, right? I'm doing the same shit every day, but sometimes they'll throw me like, hey, you want to do this engine or you want to do this transmission?
I was gonna ask how
And,
that
like,
work. Do
those
they
are
just throw you
project-based.
assignments.
Right, like if we have the job in there, like they'll throw me that job, and that's what makes it worth it. Because now I'm like actually taking shit apart and putting
Right.
it back. That's what I like doing, working with my
right,
hands and
right.
actually working problems out, challenges, puzzles. It's a big puzzle.
So if you don't get a project, then your day to day is what, like oil change or something?
Yeah, oil changes, tire
Brake.
rotations, changing tires, brakes,
Damn.
coolant,
Got you.
everything besides ripping engines out.
Right.
I'll be doing
So
that.
y'all get excited when y'all see that come down the pipeline. Like,
Oh yeah, trust me, bro.
Broken head gaskets?
Yeah, you're like, oh shit. It really depends on how much people trying to spend too, because people are willing to spend, all right, 200 on brakes. Ah, okay, I'll do it as
Right.
brakes. But when it's like, yo, yeah,
What's that?
you fucking that moth up, bro.
It's a gnat. You got a
Dish.
gnat in here.
There you go. Oh, hey, it's an aggro. Went to you.
I saw that bitch in the court. I'm like, I'm trying to like focus. I'm just
And I think it's funny, bro, how you hitting that shit. You hitting nothing but air, and you just chilling right there, bro, the whole time. You just throwing big ass fists.
trying to stay professional. Like, get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
y'all think doing a podcast is all fun and games, but
Life threatening.
yeah.
And not to cut you off, that happened to me at Cowles
Right.
Mountain. I pulled up at Cowles Mountain. We'll get back to you. I pulled up at
Nah,
Cowles
you good.
Mountain
They
at
got
like
some big-ass
5 in the
bees.
morning. 5 in the morning, pitch black. I'm parallel parking my car. I had my windows down. All of a sudden, I feel, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Big ass moth flying in my fucking car.
Bro.
I tried to swipe at it. It looked like it tried to get in one of my crevices. I think I hit it. I don't know when I get in my car today if it died or
You can
not.
hear that motherfucker's
Right.
wings
Yeah,
flapping.
but then I talked to Kendall, and he was like, in some cultures, that's like a long lost family member coming to visit you. So
I hate when they do that
so you
shit, bro.
shouldn't kill
Fuck
it.
that.
I'm
Fuck
like,
that.
bro, that was a big ass moth. Just went right into my, like, I'm parallel parking. Like, I'm like, what the fuck was
You had your window down and shit?
Yeah,
So I'm just supposed to
Of
walk
all-
like the Terminator and just
bro.
For real.
I saw that. I saw that bitch on my ceiling, and then it tried to get skinny and go. I took a fucking. What? I was like, I don't know
Right,
what
hell
happened to
yeah.
it. It's probably died in my car though, because it's been hot as fuck these last 2 days.
Speaking of the culture shit, bro, like I hate when they do that shit because I had a dream that my pops like passed, right? In a dream. And then I asked Cool. Or not asked Cool, but I was like, damn, man, I had a dream that my pops passed away. And Cool was like, nah, don't worry, bro. That means that your dad had a meal that he's been wanting to eat for a long time. And I was like, okay, I get it. Like, I feel better, but that make no damn sense.
What's the correlation? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
That just means
So I
your
guess
dad took a big
he
ass dump.
died.
I guess the correlation, if something negative, it might be something positive. So that makes me feel better. But then if it's something positive, something negative happened?
Right.
I don't know.
My dad won $1 million. Oh, that mean your dad gonna die, bro.
It's like,
Hey, don't tell me that shit, bro.
What?
it's like, I had a dream
That's
my
what I
dad
was-
died. Oh, that just means he took a shower. you know?
Yeah.
Right.
He took a good ass shower.
Yeah, he was in heaven. Not literally, figuratively.
I was like, oh, he just shaved. He just got out the shower.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not with that shit either.
Like,
But how about yourself,
Yeah,
sir?
how you doing, bro?
Familia.
just chilling. I mean, my job is pretty monotonous, but
Same here.
when I go home, I try to be as creative as I can. But when man, once you're in that rut, in that routine,
It's hard to get out.
It's kind of hard, especially when you go home and it's like, all right, try to get creative. Oh, you're just drained from
Yeah,
from a
and
9 to 5.
fuck
the
it, let me
COVID
smoke a
challenges.
bowl.
The COVID challenges
Yeah.
people don't speak about. It's like, yeah, we're
I mean, it's
protecting
not
our
even-
health,
yeah,
but like,
I mean, it's not even the COVID. It's just
Inspiration.
that job.
But-
you know, it's just
yeah.
like
yeah, no,
that
I know what
monotonous
you're
work.
saying. Because you're in that space for 8 hours, and then you're
Right.
supposed to be able to flip a switch and be creative, but you've
Right.
been drained all day. I went through that when I was doing music. It was just
Yeah.
like, how the fuck? And it's hard. You just got to literally, as soon as you clock out, just turn into,
That's tough,
I
yeah.
don't have a job. I'm an artist. You
Yeah.
got to like tell yourself that.
Right.
I'm Nike, Google, Disney, Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Now
'cause-
who's gonna be the Medici family to let me?
this fucking guy, man. But what was I
yeah.
gonna say though? Fuck, I forgot I was gonna ask you a question. Oh, is that Supreme familiar?
No, this is my middle school homie's brand.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
oh,
all
support.
right.
Shout 'em
Yeah.
out.
Strictly family.
There you go.
Support black businesses.
Oh, good for you, man.
Hell yeah.
Good.
That's what's up.
I hate black business. No, I'm just
This is
I put my drink down.
I fucking hate it, bro. No, but yes,
That's what people on Instagram are saying.
bro. We're gonna get right into that shit. I want to be nice and peaceful first.
For a little
Right,
bit.
right.
Because I'm
A little
annoyed
tranquil.
with my people right now. I'm very annoyed. But other than that, same thing. Work
Yeah,
week, nothing
but-
special. Nobody
yeah.
try to rob y'all or anything
No.
like that. Okay,
No, but
Yeah.
I played volleyball
that's right.
yesterday and then played some Call of Duty. But
Nice.
I've been trying to get back into animation because that's what I originally went to school for.
Yeah.
And
Might as well.
You
Fuck
know.
it.
Shit. Nah, that's
Yeah,
dope as
so-
fuck.
yeah.
Shit, we're gonna be locked down till next year for sure. The way
Right.
it's looking.
So
Yeah.
might as well just So right now I'm just in the process of getting like a drawing tablet, drawing pad,
Hey.
and then that's why I'm building a new computer so I can handle everything. 'cause
Exactly. You
Yeah.
don't have to
once you
worry
do
about
that-
it.
I
Yeah.
did brought that up on the show. Did the listeners know that you're building? I mean, I find
another
that very
computer?
interesting. Like you don't just run into people every day. That's just, hey, I'm building my new computer.
Well, yeah.
Can you give us some insight on that?
So I'm
maybe
building a
quick little
new
2-3
computer.
minute?
This is supposed to be like not a future proof, because if I were gonna go for a future proof, I would have had like this computer would have been like tens of thousands of dollars.
Okay, so I'm part of the audience. What is future proof?
Is when you got the best of the best, the most
Right.
expensive parts in there.
So future proof means like no matter, even when it gets to the future, it
Right.
won't be
Yeah, so,
old
like,
or
even,
d-
like-
whatever. Yeah.
Right now, let's say if we were to get, I don't know, comparable, it'd be like 2080 Ti, but like
Which
the
is the graphics,
overclock,
one
the
of the
super
graphics cards.
is like
Mhm.
the one of the best ones, and it's
Yeah.
like super overclocked. Or even like the Titans. Titans are
Mhm.
not even made for gaming at that point, so they're like $3,000 just to
Yeah.
buy on retail.
And this on one part.
Yeah,
This on
that's
one
on
part,
one part.
just gives you the video.
Yes.
That's one part.
Basically.
And listeners, these two both build computers. I would like for y'all to just have a conversation about that. Right?
Right.
Continue.
All right.
We bring this to the show.
And then so after
You
that,
talk, I'll be the clarification guy.
Yeah, he'll be the what was that on Kid Phil? The Obama
The-
impersonator.
Yo, the translator.
The translator. He'll be the translator.
It's like, oh no, not that. It's like retract that statement.
Yeah, that's good.
But
Yeah.
and then after that would probably be like a extreme edition of Threadripper.
Yeah,
or
they come
like
with some crazy ass.
Intel Extreme Edition
Right.
fucking CPU or a Threadripper AMD,
Okay.
Yeah.
which are crazy CPUs.
Okay.
Those things can handle a lot of things more than you would throw at it.
So what you did was more of a cost-effective,
Yeah,
or was
definitely.
it middle? Was it cheap
It's
or
like-
middle?
It's kind of like mid tier right now.
Got you.
Yeah, so
But mid-tier is good for anything.
Right.
really.
And then, do you want to throw your specs out? I'm not even gonna act like I know.
so
You just throw them out there.
right now,
I would throw them out there.
Yeah, throw 'em out.
So
Yeah, for sure.
my CPU right now, I have the Ryzen 7 30
Okay.
700X,
Okay.
Mhm.
and then I got I think I do have 36 gigs of RAM in there. Corsair 32 millihertz. So yeah, I'm putting some RAM in there, getting all that in there. I was gonna go.
That thing got a Hemi.
Basically, right?
Man, I was thinking about going 64 gigabytes, but then I thought it was overkill. And even that, I could probably upgrade it later.
Gotcha. Right, exactly.
'Cause RAM is always upgradable.
Gotcha.
You don't have to redo the BIOS and all that.
Okay. That's
And then for the GPU, the fucking name always gets me. Is a 2070 RTX card, but it's the name is like a Super XC Ultra.
They always get you on those.
It's like, what the fuck? Just give me the goddamn video card and stop putting all these adjectives after it. Like Super Ultra Mega X,
Double X.
Exactly.
Like, bro, just stop. Just give me this
Ultra porn zip.
Because that's all marketing, right? They're like, what's going to get them? Last year we did the Ultra Super Mega this year.
We already did the FTW, For the Win edition. We did 1, 2, and 3, but now let's do the Super XC Ultra. Like, bro,
I learned that shopping my television 2 years ago too. They were saying, don't fall for that. Like, all you need to pay attention is to this number and this name.
Right, exact
That's
same shit.
Like, look at 4K, 1080, that's it. All that ultra laminated.
That's all marketing ploys.
It's all marketing. I learned that shopping for television.
Crazy.
Yep, I remember.
Yeah.
So that's the setup?
So, and I also have 2 terabytes of M.2 NVMe in there. I had to spend the money for that, man.
What does that mean?
It's going to be fast.
So fast as onboard memory, basically. Storage.
So, yeah, so
that's what helps you when he boots up his computer. His boot up time is like that. When before it'd take like, the startup screen would come up in like 10 seconds and you got the boot ups. Yeah. His shit's fast. Like when I mean that, like compared to the old shit.
Right. Like a hard drive, like to the old hard drives, it's going to be incomparable.
So this is for a lot of people. Like if you're curious, if you have one of these, if you're like transferring over files, like music files, are usually like over like a couple gigabytes of files.
Wanted it
would usually take maybe sometimes 20 maybe hours on some people's setup. But with this, it's quick, bro. Like within seconds. So I'm curious to see how fast it'll be.
Yeah,
those read and write speeds are really high.
Yeah, I think it's around. I mean, I don't want to look it up right now because it'll take away from the time. But I want to say give or take is around like. I don't know, maybe like I don't even want to know. It's fast.
It's fast.
And you also game on that too, right?
Yeah.
Same computer, so that's gonna be
so I'm
works
just gonna
for that.
Everything works together. If you can bump up everything's efficiency to as efficient as it can be, your computer's gonna run like fucking brand new Corvette. Damn, bro.
And that's go ahead.
Or a brand new 2JZ.
And that's interesting too for you.
No, you're not getting no brand new 2JZ.
I mean, you can rebuild that motherfucker.
Yeah,
that's interesting for him because it's like, hey, he's tall. He works with his hands on cars. He works on computers. He can cook. He can.
Hell no, I can't cook, bro.
He can cook a little bit.
You're lying.
He can dance. He's single, ladies. Ladies.
Let me tell you something right now.
What are you, 6'2"? What are you? 6'3"?
Don't worry about it. What?
Let me speak to you right now, ladies.
Right? Lady, listeners.
Hey,
who trying?
You ain't getting nowhere.
This catch right here.
You ain't getting nowhere.
Catch.
Ladies.
Look, he got good hair. Imagine your baby with that hair right there.
He putting himself off the market.
Look at that baby. Your baby hair gonna look like. That shit gonna be super silky.
Silky. Satin.
You know, messing with no shit. Females. Females get the X. We're gonna give it to you.
Oh, the DMX.
Where the bitches at? What the bitches? That's dope, man. So that's cool. So so you pretty much set up now, or is there anything else you need to get?
I just need the fans.
The fans.
I'm gonna be dropping money on the fans too, because even the fans are
where'd they go
expensive.
For? Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get RGB LED fans. So
what makes that special? Just lights?
It's the lights, and also they're much quieter than a lot of other fans as well too. So you can program them.
Adjustable RGB?
I'm getting the Corsair.
So basically what he's getting is adjustable, meaning you can customize the colors.
However,
you can customize how it goes around, the pattern, or the sequences of like how it comes out. It's cool.
Yeah, so I'm going for the QL 120s. And so they have two LED rings. So this is your fan. You got an LED ring on the outside, like that. And then one on the inside. And then you can turn off the outside one where it only has the inside.
Oh, that's hard.
And then I've seen on some setups where they have their tempered glass on their cases tinted, and it looks like an eclipse. So you have 3 of them. Oh man,
it looks hard. It looks hard, bro.
So that's more like in the PC community. Like
it's more.
It's like how you see a car with some shit. You see the
but even
damn, he got
but still it has its
functional features and everything.
But even people that don't know about it, they might look at it and be like, "Wow, that's cool." Right. So that's I think if you're hitting that target, like. Yeah, you on point with it.
Yeah, and those motherfuckers are like $140 for a 3-pack.
Yeah, they pricey.
Now this is crazy to me.
And
you said $140, right?
We pay money for this type of shit, bro.
No, but this is what's funny to me because I was like, I feel like if I was into something, like building something, if I was in like the pieces I need to do some ill shit, was like $140. I'd be like, oh, that's.
Well, see, that's
nothing.
That's the beauty of it, though.
I was expecting you to say like these like $500. I'm like $140. I'm like that's not for a 3-pack. Like that's not
bad. But when you compare that with, you can get the same China brand for $40.
Right.
So that's in context.
Yeah.
So he's going for quality. He's going for quality and a name brand.
And I'm all for that too.
I am too.
I'm like that these days. Like I told you, I understand first class now.
Exactly.
As I approach 30,
you understand paying a little bit more to get that premium quality, right?
Like they used to trick you, like it's only that much because the Nike swoosh. Nah, they kind of stitch it a little better and it lasts longer when you wash it. It's not just the swoosh. It's not just the swoosh. I'll pay the extra $20 for a quality shirt that's gonna last me for the next 10 years.
Right.
I'm kind of there in my life right now.
Right, because we all have shirts that we've been wearing since like high school.
For sure.
And it's like, damn, this motherfucker, I still fuck with it. Like, you know.
And you look at it, like, oh, Nike. Damn.
Exactly.
It's a Nike brand. I was saying that about, I lost my whole train of thought. So, you are building as well, right? Yeah. Or is that paused?
No, I'm building. It's definitely paused right now.
But you're in that same realm of.
Yeah, I'm getting my shit together.
That's dope, man. See, I don't think our listeners knew that. That's why I wanted to highlight that. You know, they think we should talk about drugs and music all day. Like, no, they're building PCs.
Farts and tits and that.
Like, do you know your? Can you look at 5 friends of yours and be like, that's my friend that builds PCs? I'm sitting in between 2 guys that build PCs. I think that's pretty dope. Yeah.
And then
me personally, I mean, that's not the craziest. You know
I'm telling you, from the average person of myself that doesn't dabble in the computer, you're saying that because y'all in that world,
right? Well, because they're trying to make
building PCs are like, oh, that's cool. I back you.
Anyone else? That's my bad. I should have asked.
No, you already put it down. Fuck it. I just do that break. It's cool. A little parched.
What are you going with the AIO cooler?
It really depends, bro. I just want to get it up and running, so I might just run whatever fan comes with it, to be honest, and then just upgrade down the line. Yeah, I'm not really worried about on like aesthetics right now. For sure.
Need you on that Call of Duty though, man.
Yeah, we need you, dog.
I need that for editing, bro. I got big things coming up, bro. I need that shit.
Editing. Yeah, he gonna
edit. Dang.
Jylon's gonna be helping me with my couple vlogs coming soon.
No, let me know.
The Binky and Jullian show. That's not the name, but we're coming. I'm gonna start vlogging soon. You know what I'm saying? I see too many vloggers. I watch too many vlogger YouTube channels where they're house shopping. It pisses me off. So
right, you're like, damn, I could be doing this shit.
I follow this new dude. His name is Destroying. Have you heard of him?
Destroying?
He was a former college athlete, and he got kicked out of school. It's actually an interesting story. He got kicked out of school because who?
Because of his hair.
His hair? No, no. I was like, what? You heard this? No, he got kicked out because he was making a profit off his YouTube channel, and because he was making money off his likeness before that law passed. The college hit him up and said, hey, either you get rid of all your YouTube channel or you lose your scholarship.
And he said, fuck that. I see the future.
He went to YouTube, and now I was watching his video, and he's 24 or 5 years old, and they're house shopping in Florida, big ass 5-bedroom pool, all off of
in the Florida,
all off of vlogging, and all his channel's so ill. This is no self promo. This is just something I just found. He basically he's an athlete. He does a lot of shit. Right. He works out with Tariq Hill, Des Bryant. He works out, but the core of his channel is he goes to these local spots in Florida and they run 7-on-7s and then they run 1-on-1
I think
drills
I've seen him,
and shit.
actually.
Yeah, you probably seen because I found him on Facebook. But
does he usually go against like D1
players, college players,
and then they usually kind of get heated a little bit.
Yeah, and that's why I like it because it reminds me of growing up.
Conflict. People love conflict.
They go to a park. And it should be 7-on-7s, and there's all type of athletes, and everybody talking shit, but nobody fight, nobody shoot.
Right, that'd be kind of hard to watch.
That shit on the field. But for me, I think I gravitated to it because that's how I grew up. Like any park, any ball, everybody fighting in your face, but nobody taking it personal. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get him on the next. It was respect. It was like, oh, he burnt me. I'm gonna get him on the next play. And then like, so I gravitated. But then he has a vlog with his girlfriend, and that's where they do all the couple shit. And I'm watching it for like homework too to kind of see how they operate. But one of the videos, they was like house shopping for this fat ass fucking house, and they purchased it. And I'm just like, all off of vlogging, bro. He don't work.
Man, no,
Vlogging.
They take that shit seriously. I wish I would have got into the game when I had a chick.
You still can now, bro.
Nah.
You still can.
I learned that from watching his vlog. They was talking to Tyreek Hill's
the prank
friend.
shit.
No.
That's what I'm talking about. The prank shit.
I hate the prank.
No.
We're not doing that. We're not. I already told you we're not doing that.
No. Not now. It's just dead now. But if you would have went into it when it first started, before it was actually a thing,
right,
bro, you could have easily.
most definitely.
Oh, that's the cheat code right now. People are still. I've seen people I know. I know.
But you gotta get
San
creative
Diego,
with the pranks, though.
people's channels.
Yeah.
They got like 25,000 followers, and all their videos are pranks. It still works, but it's like a cheap way of doing
It's
things.
it's like selling out, basically.
Pretty much. Like we could come in here with we know a way that we could get our podcast to take off. We're just not gonna do it.
right.
So that's the same thing with the pranks. Like there's a way to do that shit.
Like we could just like Jullian could have his laptop set down, then we just put a Smirnoff Ice right there and just we're there. Oh, you got iced. Oh, you gotta drink it. Oh,
dumb shit. Yeah, we could do, and I could say controversial stuff. Like there's ways you can make it, but do you want to make it? Yeah, clickbaity. Like I could start posting the episodes with Jylon almost fights Wiggs and have them take a picture. and then y'all had like a little tip for 20 seconds. It's like it's
the whole episode 110 gone wrong.
Yeah. We could do that. I know the way to do it, but why? Why bother with this shit?
Why.
So that came all the way back to, you say you needed your shit for editing, and I said he's going to be helping me. Well, everybody else shooting videos and shit like that.
Hell
See,
yeah.
I brought that shit
And shooting
back,
motherfuckers online.
Yeah, shooting bitches
Call of
online
Duty.
too. On site. Nigga. All right, man. So that was fun talk. Now let's get into the stuff that we semi-care about, but we have a show, so we have to talk about it.
Can't be talking about our lives all day.
I know, right?
How about
Local.
Beyonce? Shout out to Mira Mason for supporting us.
Shout out to College Girls. Shout out to Federal Avenue. Shout out to Logan Heights.
But not joking though. What's that place?
La Mesa?
No, what's that chicken spot? I've been talking shit about this whole fucking
Famous
time.
Days.
Cross Street. Trash.
Famous
Trash. If you visit San Diego and you want a chicken sandwich, you're
Don't
gonna
go to Cross
you're gonna fall into the trap I fell in because I googled top chicken sandwich spots in San Diego. Cross Street, 4.8 stars.
They paying good money.
How could I deny it? Trash.
If you want a chicken sandwich, go to
Trash.
Look.
Miramar. Bossburg Kitchen.
I'm trying that next. You
Bossburg.
text
but
me that
make
one.
sure you bring 2 stomachs. They got big portions.
I'm ordering one
Damn.
for Bianca and
I gotta fuck with that. Bossburg? I'ma fuck with it.
Let's do
But
Bossburg
if you
Kitchen.
go to Cross Street and you like
Grease.
synthesized
Trash.
chicken,
Yeah.
plumped up
Yeah.
to the max,
Yeah.
inflated to the maximum potential, you go to Cross Street. You get more for the bang for your buck.
Yes. And shouts out to
Yes.
T-Roy. I just got a text from a listener's choice from him. Appreciate that, big dog.
T-Roy coming in clutch.
Damn, coming up with the clutch.
Thought you was slacking.
with the
Nah,
game
just
winner.
Damn,
Game-
buzzer
shot-
beater.
Shot clock was about to run out.
right?
Hitting dingers.
Last second.
All right, so let's get into the shit, man. Black is King.
What an album.
Beyonce. Well, the
What-
album is
what-
from
what a
the Lion
visual.
King.
What a visual.
It's the Lion King soundtrack.
Oh yeah, super cinematog. The cinematics were
Bro.
fucking crazy.
Bro.
It's super very
Watch
artsy.
that shit in 4K. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I watched it twice. I watched it
Me
at
too.
work and
Oh
then
my God.
and then I watched it at home because I still.
I
go
feel
to
like
the
you got to
office.
sit down and just soak that in because there's so much subtext in
Oh,
there.
for
There's so
sure.
much symbolism.
For sure.
There's so
For
much
sure.
like storytelling, even through like the movement of like the camera and just how they're
funny
capturing
because
certain
there's-
people in frame is crazy.
It's funny because there's not really too much dialogue other than besides some of the narratives
Yeah.
that they speak from the Lion King
Mm-hmm.
and all
A
that
couple
is
of
also-
characters said
yeah.
a few things.
Few things.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like either Scar, Simba, or Mufasa. a little
Mufasa.
bit.
Yeah.
Right.
And then some other voices here and there. But
Right.
other
Yeah,
than that-
some written, some spoken word and
Yeah.
stuff. Jay-Z has some spoken word, and which,
then-
if you listen to that, it's like, bro, can't have good
That
without
shit was-
evil. Nothing's whole without the nothing's. What did he say? What a bar! He said evil is usually with good.
It's an
Nothing's whole without something. Was basically saying like you can't have one without the other,
Yeah.
and it's not whole. While basically like, and then they were like human chess pieces on a chessboard.
It's like balance. It's
and
like
it's balanced. He's
it's
like,
like
you're making moves to have conversation. We're
like
not making these
Thanos.
moves to, because in chess you take people out.
Yeah.
But he was basically saying while they were doing the chess pieces, his over talk was basically saying you're making these moves to have conversation.
right.
So these people would get near each other instead of kicking them off the chessboard.
yes,
You just need to get closer
Just
to
to-
people and have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
To your point of so much symbolism, like it's like
Right. It's
Dude,
crazy.
To me, it was like watching a riddle in motion. Because, like, a lot of shit I had to watch it. It was like,
for sure.
okay, what are they trying to mean by this?
Yes.
Okay, they got these people here. They got this structure
Yep.
here. Like, okay,
They're
what do they
wearing
mean?
this color.
Right, the
this
color.
This sound is playing when this face shows. What does that mean?
Everything is done for a reason. It just has
For
me thinking.
sure,
But it was
yeah.
beautiful,
Oh,
man. It
yeah.
was super
To
beautiful.
the eye, beautiful.
Super cinematic. Oh, my
the
God.
music. And she, I was like, she
Sheesh.
directed it. I mean, there was more people, but she got
Yeah.
director's credit. I'm like, y'all should be moving, which they probably are, like to just short films in general. Like, if y'all gonna be
Right.
shooting y'all shit like National Geographic shit, that her shit should be. When you promoting the TVs in Best Buy and they
yeah.
trying to show you what your TV can do, they should be playing
That's
Black
that.
is Clean,
Right,
bro.
yeah,
You get
bro.
the blues, the
Yeah,
oranges,
you
the
get
yellows.
everything, bro.
Jesus
It
Christ,
was.
bro.
And
So-
the golds, it was super. It was just flashy. It was.
Mhm.
Oh, the gold? Yeah, I was like, that got to be the real gold. Because the
Yeah.
gold we see is like
Oh,
yellow.
yeah.
Their shit
Oh,
was
that
like
shit was-
brown gold. Like, they just took a fucking block and
Unrefined
They just-
gold.
They got straight out the foundry.
Oh
with
my
that.
That's that
Gosh,
crude gold
bro.
right there. Crude.
Yeah,
Right.
don't jealous me. Jealous me. Oh, my.
Don't jealous me.
Bro.
Yeah, and I kind of
Jealousy.
fuck with how they fucking bringing out.
Too much, too no. I don't have
I
no
fucked with that track, man. I was like, yo,
man.
this
I
is
got too
hard.
much
Who is
go
that?
to
Was that
try
Wizkid?
on. Jealous me.
Jealous me.
Don't cheat.
Jealous
Jealous
me.
me. Bro.
I was like, yo, the more I heard it, I was like, I was like, ooh.
Them African drums. And
Oh,
I was like, that's maybe.
It's
I was watching that shit. I was like, maybe that's why they're speaking to me, because you know how they say the music
Mhm.
with your culture, and
Right.
all her shit had the Congo. African.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I'm like, I'm getting like goosebumps, like a little emotional. I'm like, yo, this
Right,
shit
that's
is hard.
it was
bro.
calling to your soul,
Bro,
and
that
your
shit was
soul
hard.
is your ancestors. How,
Yes.
dude, she was saying some real shit. How like your ancestors lived through your self reflection.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
yo, hold the fuck.
Search for your ancestors
Who
at
the-
the edge of the water.
I was like, bro, hold the fuck up, man. All right, you speaking some real transcending,
bro.
Some
bodily,
transcendent shit.
soulful shit. I'm like,
Bro.
damn.
And to that, to that, and what she did with Coachella and that doc she dropped. You saw that?
Right.
Me personally, bro, I've seen her live like 3 times, and so I think I tweeted, I said Beyonce's the GOAT, right? Now,
Right.
obviously, people are going to argue me from a singing standpoint. Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, sure,
Yeah,
we can have that
of
argument.
course.
I'm saying when the way I look at it is, you can YouTube
From
singers
entertainment
right now,
purposes.
and you can see 100 good singers. Like, I'm no longer impressed when people share videos like, yo,
Performers,
look
yeah.
how she sung. I'm like, everybody
Yeah.
is talented. So, not saying that Whitney and Mariah aren't different, but it's like, you can find some powerful singers that aren't famous. Just go on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
But when I'm giving my critique on artists, I'm giving it from the artistry. I'm
Right.
no longer judging Beyonce on her vocal range, because she can sing, Mariah can sing,
Yeah.
Whitney can sing.
I don't think anybody's gonna really top Mariah's vocal range. That shit is like almost
Sure,
infinite.
sure, and I would never argue that, like,
Yeah.
because that's not even what
Yeah.
I'm saying is they can all sing.
Right.
If you want to get into the range and who put out the better record,
Right.
my point is they can all sing. When you hear it live, they
Right.
Whitney was great. Mariah and Beyonce sound like the album. We can agree to that, right?
Right.
Who was better, whatever. But when you talk about from an artistry standpoint, and you think about Black is King, you think about Formation when she had all black, and that's why I want to get to Black is King. I had this up. All her outfits were from black designers, either
Yes.
South African designers or black in America. All the dancers are of different shapes and colors. Like when she had them
Right.
doing that pool thing, that's usually like white women in the Olympics doing the
Right.
dancing.
The synchronized,
I saw plus
yeah.
size girls, brown, dark.
Breaking
She-
barriers.
She put
Yeah.
dark people as lead roles, and not like safe dark, like
Yeah.
black dark.
Yeah.
And people don't understand symbolism is we're so conditioned to think that a lead role is supposed to be a
Be
mixed
white
character
or
or a
something
light
like-
character, and she's normalizing. This is also a lead
Yeah.
role
Which is awesome.
with a shaved head, a woman
Right.
with her shaved head with makeup, black. So her dancers are black, and the Formation people on the drums were black,
Right.
and she does her thorough research, as she shows in the documentary. She searched worldwide to find the best this, the best that. She just doesn't do things because you're black. There's more substance to it.
Right.
Between that, her Lemonade documentary for that album, bro, And then me seeing her live, so I didn't see Mariah, I didn't see Whitney. I've
It
seen
just reinforces
Beyonce
everything
live.
for you.
I've seen her miss 0 notes.
Right.
I've seen her hit every step
Yeah.
in heels, water,
so good.
outfits. I've seen her sing voices, have breath control. I've seen her production when she's going between songs, and they got the On the Run tour, and they got a whole documentary of her and Jay-Z like Bonnie and Clyde. I've seen it. That's goat
crazy.
shit to me. To me, overall artistry. That's goat shit to me.
No, I don't think there's anyone that could really hold a candle. Like you were
Right.
talking about when you're doing the segments where she's changing clothing, dancing, and also performing 100% maximum, that she can. But she still has the presence of mind to maintain that breath control.
Bro.
Make sure she doesn't sound out of breath, but she's still exerting so much energy for how many hours?
Bro, like
How much
concert's
time?
about 2 hours.
Dude,
maybe.
come on. All right, dude.
2 hours.
Think
I
about
like main act is usually about an hour.
Oh, they don't have opening acts.
Oh yeah.
Jay-Z and Beyonce don't have opening acts.
Oh,
You're getting
shit.
Jay-Z, Beyonce from the start.
Okay.
We've never. I think the one time was when they had Khaled come on tour, and he brought hella people. It was on her formation tour, I
DJ
think.
Khaled or Khalid?
DJ Khaled. So
DJ Khaled.
so when she went on her
We the
own,
best.
and he brought out every city. He brought out like so it was cool because he brought out so you got to see. But when it's her and Jay-Z, nobody, bro. They start from start to finish.
who else can perform at that level.
I mean, at that, that's the only way to go because those two have very extensive discographies.
Yeah, you don't
right.
need
You
nobody.
can't-
You don't
you
need
can't.
anybody.
Yeah, you don't
And-
need nobody else.
And I was thinking like these pieces are gonna be here forever. And so not to
Right.
take anything from the Mariahs and Whitneys of the world. And who knows, during their time that wasn't a thing. Like entrepreneur, it was just like getting a record deal was the best thing. They didn't know. You can't knock them for not knowing
Whitney
what
was,
they not know. But like Whitney doesn't
was
have
different.
Well, Whitney was different, but I'm saying like Whitney doesn't have anything that you can look at now that's like
I still listen to Whitney. She has her.
no
her-
music.
Oh.
You said music wise.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying from
Well, she has The Bodyguard.
right. Okay, so one movie. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like Formation, Lemonade,
Yeah.
like that.
That's true.
These pieces where your kid's gonna look up and see all black women, big lips,
Right.
dark Africa.
Definitely.
Because that was a different time back
It was
then.
a
That's what I'm
different
saying.
time,
You
right.
can't knock them for what they didn't
Yeah.
know, but at the same time, then you can't look and see what she's doing,
Right. She's
and
definitely
try to
progressing it.
belittle that.
Well, not even didn't know. I think
Well,
it was just the
she's
empowerment factor was not as
It was not
potent as it
existent.
was
No,
back
yeah.
It was
then.
not- it was like
Oh,
get
it
your
was back
record
then,
deal,
yeah.
Right. It was a man's world.
and
Yeah, back then artistry was very you sing for me, you dance for me,
That's
you make
it.
this,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
it.
don't
Yeah,
speak
exactly.
on anything. Don't
Right,
say. Don't
right,
give us
right.
your opinion.
You're an
You go-
artist, very confined in a cage.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's
like
what-
you're able to express yourself in that cage, but to
Don't
go
go
anywhere
outside of that cage. Yeah.
But there was no outlets besides actual mainstream media. Now, if Whitney was alive when like TikTok or anything, when you could upload your shit and represent yourself directly, I think it'd be different. Social media has changed all
Mariah's
that.
alive. What is she doing?
Yeah, no, she's still performing and doing whatever she's doing. I don't know about anything
I'm
like
saying,
anything huge.
right.
But
I'm
it's- I
never
get you. though, I
gonna
get you.
argue
It
the
definitely is up
performance.
to the person.
But I'm not
though.
arguing. Well, Mariah's not black. Too.
half black.
She
She's
half
half
black,
black.
but not like Whitney Houston black. You know what I mean? Like
no.
It's
Yeah.
a different. We're talking about the different times.
Right.
I felt like if Whitney was here now, maybe at a younger age, it'd be easier to break that barrier of entry
I think
to kind of get away from the fucking.
it was a good time for Whitney to go because it would not have.
Well, with
Yeah.
her trajectory of where she was going,
Had she not,
unfortunately.
right,
If she would have got help, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah.
Yeah, if she was on a healthier trajectory, is
Right.
basically where I'm.
Even
getting
ask
at.
yourself about the Mariah thing, right? Mariah, not even saying Mariah should do anything for black. Let's take away color. What is Mariah doing that's gonna leave with us besides every? Because if you talk about Mariah now,
She's
you're
a
talking
diva, too.
about the latest, probably biggest albums where she had
Christmas album.
the Christmas album, and then before that was with Jermaine E plus Squared, whatever that album was.
I would probably say Daydream album is probably even bigger than that.
What was that later than E Squared, or was that before that?
I think that was,
I'm saying the
before E
latest
Squared.
big album she had was that.
or maybe the Emancipation of Mimi.
Oh, was that her too? Okay,
well, that
maybe
was
that one.
We Belong Together.
Okay,
That
yeah.
was-
So that one.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, what is she giving us? From
She's
an
had a lot of
artistry standpoint, music.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna
Yeah,
argue. You're
that's
right.
it.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. You can
But,
say
yeah.
she kills Beyonce
But what you're
musically.
saying,
I'm
yeah.
saying,
But what you're saying,
Not
like
even
other,
musically.
other than music, she doesn't really have much.
yeah, and she doesn't have to. I'm not finna sit
Right.
here and say but I'm saying if I'm gonna jump out on a ledge and say Beyonce the GOAT, and then you're gonna
She's
argue
definitely the
me
GOAT.
with a Mariah
I wouldn't argue
or a
that.
Whitney, but I'm saying people will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna start comparing. I'm like, okay, albums, cool. She kills Beyonce, boom. Now let's go documentaries. Let's go all the think pieces.
Let's go impact.
Let's go impact.
She's
This
not
is where
very
my goat
impactful.
comes. She's not.
She's a selfish diva. Like
Well,
that's
see,
it.
I'm not saying that.
But
I mean,
that's what I'm
she
saying. I'm
is,
not gonna
though.
call her
She-
out. I don't know her at all.
No, I'm not. This is
I
facts.
mean, it's
so.
yeah, it's
fact. Okay, I don't
It's
follow her.
documented.
Okay,
She's a
cool,
piece
cool.
of shit,
Yeah.
just
Cool,
like J-Lo. But
Sure, do
but they have different drives in life, right?
Clearly.
So I mean, I think when you give it to that, like to reinforce your statement, like she's got to be the GOAT. She performs. She does her artistry.
And I've seen it live.
Right,
That's
and-
where my argument comes from.
Artistry's not just confined to music for her. It's dance.
Yeah,
There's everything.
To be the GOAT, you have
Like I felt so good. Why I didn't think I would enjoy Black is King.
It's
the way
good.
I thought because
I gotta watch it
Bianca
again.
wanted to see it. Something I'm gonna watch it with my girl. Is like I felt something.
And then you like this too. You like, ooh,
I watched
shit.
it twice.
God damn, this is
I watched
dope.
it twice. Twice.
Once with Bianca, one by
And-
yourself.
Well, both together, but
No,
the second time I go, I'm the one that goes, yo, let's throw that back. Me.
Yeah, right.
When it's supposed to be her
throw
thing.
that back on.
And when I tell you I felt something like
Yeah.
really like I don't know what it was, but it was just like, yo, this is some of the hardest shit I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah.
Like hands down, some of the hard, when you understand the layers of black costume designers, black makeup designers, dark skin, light skin, plus size, this size, that size, dancing, and all the dances they're doing are like
traditional
from here. And this kind of goes into my rant that I was gonna get with everybody talking shit. All the people who are from those countries where she went, because I think she shot between New York, L.A., South Africa, and somewhere else, London. All the people who live there or are from there was like, oh my God, she was doing the Senegalese, and they were loving it. The people from Africa, but it's only the people in America was like, can you stop making us look tribal and black? We no longer just bones. And
see,
it's just like, how would you know that if you've never been there?
Right. That goes back to history. Like, you know how you was just saying, like, man, like it kind of spoke to you, struck a chord almost. That's just from history, because you know how our basic heritage has been silenced and severed, right?
Right.
So we don't know our own basic language, like our own native tongue.
Yep.
Or anything like that from
Native
our
foods.
homeland,
We don't
from
know
the
anything.
motherland, right? So
Right.
I think what happened was you caught a glimpse of your true heritage
Yeah.
from your soul that's been severed,
Yes.
and then part of that didn't die.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, that's somewhat
I relate
very
to that.
familiar.
Yeah, like I relate.
Why
to
is that? But
Yeah.
that's just DNA and Stitch embedded in your DNA from ancestors from the past.
Yeah,
So when Beyonce was saying shit like this, and then you saying you feeling like this,
bro.
when Beyonce saying like our ancestors lived in our self-reflections, or
Yeah.
yo, like
Bro,
what
you
the fuck
feel that
going
shit.
on? You can't say this is not a piece of art.
Bro,
No, you
impactful.
can't.
Impactful. I mean, even that video where
If
her
you black,
Jay-Z
if you
did-
black,
right,
you
right,
cannot
right, right, right.
you cannot
Yeah.
sit here and honestly say that's not a piece of art, and you're not proud of that coming out.
Bro.
There's nothing that I feel like is like tainted.
no.
Like it seemed like it came from the most purest heart. She was an
She did her proper
overseer,
research.
right? She
There's-
was
yeah.
spearheading this project. So you know what's gonna be done right, and we've seen like you said from that Netflix special from
The
Formation.
formation. How
her
intricate.
behind the scenes and how involved she
While
was with
pregnant.
everyone.
Yeah.
Well, while pregnant,
or
bro.
coming off
coming
pregnancy.
off
It
of
was
it,
one
right.
of
She
them.
gained a lot of weight,
Yeah,
and I
she
saw
had
that.
to
I was like, oh,
bro,
look at Beyonce,
professional.
right?
But to your point too,
Jesus
I remember
Christ.
I told Bianca this verbatim. I remember seeing like a family, one of their cutscenes. They were just there, and it never clicked to me until right there. I was like, you know what? You can't miss what you don't know. And to my
Right.
point is, we've been taught to see people in that position and be like, oh my God,
Right.
like they outside in the hood and no,
They're the
internet.
happiest people,
And-
probably.
But I really had a legit feeling when I saw it. I was like, I would not mind if I was able to go to a place, let's say Africa, and no longer have to worry about working a 9 to 5, crazy one. No longer have to worry about shade room and instant. Like I would happily get rid of all of that and be able to just live a life where you're not connected. I've never had that feeling in my life. I've always been going. I want a house. I want the nice. That was the first time where I ever was like, I would not mind just fucking getting off the grid and just living
getting
the
rid of
most
all this shit.
Yeah. As much as I love this shit, I would love to just give it away and just be like, I just wear fucking bamboo. Not bamboo, but like, that's a joke, but like, simple.
Yeah.
So if you had a choice then basically to get
These days?
neuralized like Emma from Men in Black and be like, listen, we got a choice. You can still live your life, or we can neuralize you real quick, place you in Africa and say, hey, this is your life now. Yeah, but you knew that you had the choice to really get neuralized, wipe your memory, and start new.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to get neuralized because I want to have the appreciation.
True.
Because if I get neuralized, then I'm going to think that's normal, and then I'm going to wish I
You're like,
lived
okay,
in
we can-
America and had a wife. I want to know that I lived
Right,
it,
right,
and I
right, right.
prefer
It's counterintuitive.
this
Got you.
over.
There you go.
So no
There you
neuralization.
go.
But if you was to say like, yo, we going to get you set up somewhere in South Africa, like, cool, boom. Like, somebody's going to guarantee me that they can get me set up, rolling. I don't have to start from scratch. I would consider it, bro.
I like how your brain works. Okay.
I would consider it these days because I'm just so over.
We moving to the A.C.O.N city?
No, I was thinking of that. I was like, yo, if A.C.O.N sit down somewhere, yo, the first 100,000 we gonna pay you, get you set up.
I'll be there.
Yo,
I'll let you know. I'll be
yo,
there.
A.C.O.N, the first 100,000 we gonna get you some
A.C.O.N,
A-coins. We gonna get you property and land. We gonna get you set up nice.
Bruh.
So the first 100,000 that flies over and go register as a citizen. Bro,
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that shit could actually
Let me
happen.
tell you, I'll be there because from what it's looking like down over
Bruh.
here,
Bro,
San
It's
Diego,
already like a movie. That sounds like a fucking video game. You a
Bro.
brand new character. Oh, let's
Yeah.
give you some starting money.
Yeah,
Here's
starting
25K.
off.
That's like
They give you a house.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yo, what the fuck going on, bro?
And this
This shit might actually be some video
Yes.
game movie type shit.
And this goes to my point. So the Beyonce shit, we all agree, great, fucking
Great,
great
bro.
shit.
Fuck.
Great.
You can
Phenomenal.
argue who's the GOAT. The GOAT was my take, not the Who Got the Aux take. So
Phenomenal.
you can come
Right.
at me for that. But then you go to why a motherfucker be considering to move to Africa. You go to the comments. Now, we understand comments aren't law. But at the end of the day, you can't be blind to something you don't agree with
Right.
because it exists. It's
Right.
like saying just because you don't believe in the devil doesn't mean he doesn't exist. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
there. I go in the comments and Blue, that scene where she's singing brown skin girl. Like they was having a debutante, which is like a black quinceañera, another history fact that probably people
Filipinos have that too.
right. So they were having that. She's a black girl singing brown skin girl. You're the most beautiful in the world. Your skin's like you don't hear these songs. Super uplifting.
No.
Young girl singing it. What could be wrong? Oh, I could barely hear her. She can't sing. Oh, she must didn't get that from her mom. Y'all only hyping it up because who she is.
She ugly. She looked like Jay-Z.
She looked like Jay-Z mix. Oh, good thing she got. This is a 7-8-year-old child.
Bro.
I was like, do you go to like Christmas recitals in elementary and be like, yo, these kids is
Right.
trash.
That's
bro.
basically what motherfuckers be doing.
Trash.
Fools are so miserable on
Isn't-
social media. It's just insane now. It's like, I mean, they're showing themselves out now, but this COVID shit is really like
Exposing.
emphasized. It's bringing everybody out of from under their rocks.
I
And
forgot
then they
who
tried
said
to
it.
hide it. Like I'm gonna keep it real. I know y'all ain't. So this is where they try to hide
Unpopular opinion.
Right.
Unpopular opinion. I'm gonna keep it real because y'all worship this bitch because she famous.
But I'm saying what
She-
other people thinking.
Other people think she can't sing, bro. Y'all only saying that, and
Who
nobody
the fuck asked your ass?
is like. Do you understand the message? The message.
Obviously don't.
The message. And she's singing it purely. She's not trying to hit a note.
No.
You could tell they probably just put a mic and but it's like, do you understand the generations they're creating? And if you allow your black girls to listen to that while we're listening to fucking bitch and sucking dick and city girls, and imagine you have that in your girl rotation and
Right.
she's at work or she's driving brown skin. That
Right.
you're hypnotizing yourself to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you miss that mark
No.
to say, oh, I'm gonna keep it real, like.
Oh,
Yo.
he obviously ain't got kids.
Yo, and then with Beyonce, she actually, you know what? I'll read the fucking no name.
Please
no name
read.
Again.
Oh,
no name again.
man.
bro.
You know what?
Oh my-
I'm not a
Wait,
fuck.
no name.
No name. This is what No Name had to say.
No name fucking up.
No Name goes, we love an African aesthetic draped in capitalism. So already off the rip, she's
Wow,
basically saying
she's turning it.
it has an aesthetic. She called Black is King an aesthetic.
Bro, but that's what you have to do.
Draped in. This is the first sentence. I'm going to get your opinion. This is the first sentence.
Okay.
Draped in capitalism. Hope we remember the black folks on the continent whose daily lives are impacted by U.S. imperialism. If we can uplift
Like
the
you?
imagery, I hope we can uplift those who would never be able to access it. Black liberation is a global struggle.
Okay, what the fuck she talking about,
That's
bro?
a-
Because she's trying. Okay,
From what I got from that is like a pick me kind of deals. Like she says all this capitalism and all this shit, but she really has no real answers. She's
Okay,
just,
well, if
she's
she-
just aggressive and
Yeah.
just shouting out opinions out there that
that's what it sounds like.
it's not. It's like, why are you doing this? That's cool, but not really cool. But what about all these other people? What have you done for them? And it's like
She's basically saying that Beyonce is exploiting the people
And
that
we-
are still there dealing
Yeah.
with everything. But
She said
Beyonce
they
is trying to be
upgraded.
light.
She said that you uplift the imagery. So basically saying that, yeah,
it's
it
not
looks
as bad
hard as fuck.
Right.
And yeah, but I hope you can actually uplift those people. I guess
okay, call to action. I mean, but
she goes, hope we remember the black folks on the continent, and I hope we can uplift and hope we remember. So my point
she's
from
saying
this
don't
is,
forget.
No, yeah, sure. But my point is you have no facts.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Nothing.
Your
Straight opinion.
You said hope. So how do you take this piece of art? It's what, 3 days old? It came out midnight Friday or some shit, right?
Yeah.
You take this piece of art that is, you know what I'm saying, black designers,
well
black
received.
this, black everything. And and then she also said something about
black jewelers too.
Black jewelers. And you take that, and within 3 days, without doing, clearly you haven't done any research because you said hope.
Yeah.
You speak that on it, and you know you have a platform, and you know people look at you as like the black.
Right.
So you know you look like the woke point. So it's like, isn't that irresponsible for you within 3 days to have no information and then just cover yourself by hope they remember to do? What if they did? What if they did uplift the people and compensated all those people?
No, they
did.
did.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
Like, and what if the
course
poor
they
people
did,
who you felt was poor? What if they went to those communities and while they shot there, they got everybody water and clothe them and Rockaware clothes?
You're just not gonna fucking go and pillage some place and use their land and they're like, all right, see y'all.
They wouldn't let you out if you did that,
right? Especially not someone like as majestic and honest as Beyonce.
They would run you out.
Yeah, they would run, and we would know that. That would have made news if she would have went there and just did.
That would have been all over the news.
So it's like, but the fact that you're saying hope.
Does she know something that we don't know?
No,
that's what it sounds like.
It's the J. Cole thing. It's like your favorite rappers who benefit off this are quiet. You don't know if they're quiet.
She just wants to start controversy.
I think she's starting conflict, controversy. I mean, she's not making money, right?
Conflict is always good discussion,
right?
But
that's sure
but
if you have like a debate. That's not a debate. You're just saying you're.
But that's what I was going to get into.
Accusing.
I was like, conflict is always good for conversation, but not in a way where it's very loaded and very.
You just
like,
can't right off draped in
just,
capitalism, like off the rip, like
straight up just demonizing somebody just because they did something good for some communities. You know, maybe not all the communities because
we don't know.
We don't
That's
know.
the issue.
Like, what she needs to do,
they could have.
They could have done it.
All of Africa and currently are doing it for all we know.
But we don't know.
and
honestly, I don't want to know. But that just leave it up to them because it's not our business. It's not their business.
Yeah, because then we have to look at you and say, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
But it's not our place to do that because you might be doing something that hasn't made light. Exactly. And I would be out of bounds to come at you and say, look at No Name using her music to sell an album and talk about Black Lives Matter. You would be like, you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it was her or somebody else also said that, of course, it was capitalism because she made it available on a limited app that not everyone has, being Disney Plus.
I mean, it's one of the most affordable.
It is pretty cheap, and also was Disney.
It's a Disney movie.
Lion King.
So this was that was the too funny part. I was like, first of all, it was loosely based. It was if Lion King happened in real life,
right?
That was one of the symbolisms that was going on through. It was other symbolisms,
right? That was
but
the parallel. Yeah,
the parallel was if Lion King happened in real life. That's why you saw Mufasa get killed by motorcycles instead of the stampede, and so that was one thing. Two. Fucking wait, what was I saying? I was talking the Disney thing.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get out if you're trying to get out black designers and black dancers and black culture and black music, you wouldn't go to the app that has the most downloads that is in everyone's household.
Got a point. No name. What's good?
Just go to the biggest platform there is.
What's she supposed to put on BET? So all we can see it? You're trying to change the minds,
right?
You're trying to change the minds of the world. We know about black greatness and black excellence, but all the other cultures who own Disney, Filipinos, white, Mexicans, and Asians, now she's on the banner. Black is king.
Everywhere.
Everybody's gonna at least click it.
That was the first thing I saw when I got in.
So what the fuck? Of course you want to be on the biggest fucking platform to promote black excellence.
I hate to say this is for clout. I
don't know her enough to know if it's clout, but it's stupid for sure.
Because she's not making money right now, right?
I listen to her music, and she's about that.
We played her on the show a long time ago.
Yeah, we know she's about that conscious shit.
She's about it,
but she's been going
about the wrong way. Bro. She's definitely going way too
3 days.
I think
that's what she tweet.
You've been stuck in the house for too long.
It sounds like she bitter as fuck, right?
Sound like
she's sitting at home
like Cole with the Kendricks. It's just like, dude, if they're by like. I never understood it anyways. Like, like you say, no one should be in position calling anybody out.
I think it's
especially for something positive.
I don't want to like. It's kind of a bad comparison, but I'm gonna make it anyways.
Do that shit.
It's kind of like the Lana Del Rey compared to Cardi B and the
I remember
Grande,
that.
where somebody's not, getting that much exposure.
Right.
I don't want to take it to there, but maybe it's there because
I can see there's some correlations.
We all know
No
Name was she's still in the underground kind of. She's not really blown up.
Yeah, she's not commercial. No.
She gonna stay there too.
And she doesn't want to be commercial. I think she's definitely made that known in her music.
Right. I mean, definitely now too.
Right. And if you're preaching about not being commercialized and all that, what do you want? Like,
right? Yeah.
Well, what are you doing?
Or do you want to be commercialized? Like, where do you want to be pitted? Actually,
like, and where do you want others to be? Why are you gonna drag down somebody else who's commercialized and made moves for themselves and countless of
and
others?
God forbid if they make money
off of it and give it to
did
other
you
people?
see what they just get? Because and we can get into it next because this is a twofold Black is King. So that was the issue with the project itself, right?
Right.
I guess my next point is Black folks in general, how we are very anal when it comes to our people doing shit. It's a very weird thing. You can go to the psychology behind it, or you can blame it on us being
haters,
brainwashed to hate each
blame
other and all that.
But
we're gonna discuss that. All right. So the issue I have with my Black people. And don't worry, this isn't going to be the typical ignorant Black thing where we Terry Crews this month. It's not going to be that. Don't worry about that.
Did you see that he reinvented?
C.O.O.N. Oh my gosh.
I don't even want to look it up.
I'm gonna tell y'all what C.O.O.N.
context,
stands for.
it's gonna bother me.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
C.O.O.N. stands for something now.
C.O.O.N. has an acronym, and his explanation was, I was always raised to find the good, typical.
Who brought this to light?
Terry Crews.
Mr. White Chicks, maybe.
Let's see. C.O.O.N. now in 2020 stands for Conquer Our Own Negativity.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
No. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear me.
You didn't hear it.
Conquer our own negativity.
That's bars.
That's bars. That's bars, bro.
If
that's the case, then I'm a coon. I'm all about conquering my own negativities.
Like Funkmaster Flex
that ain't happening.
That's bars. You know nothing about that.
Nah, see, he trying to do the same thing. No, bro. Don't try to do the same thing with nigga, bro. Like it ain't landing. That shit ain't landing with C.O.O.N., bro. You ain't gonna turn that negative into a positive, bro. Like within the vernacular. No, you're not.
That's like, bitch, beautiful, intellectual, transcendent, charming, honorable.
Shut up, bitch. No. You don't understand me, though.
Thank you for calling me bitch. I'm beautiful.
Imagine trying to explain that shit, man. You damn coon. No. But that means you conquering, your own shit, your own negativity, bro.
Dumb fuck, determined, understanding, on a mission. Mitigator, beautiful, fighter, understanding, charming, calculated with a K.
No, get the fuck
dumb
out
fuck.
Of here. You officially canceled, my guy.
Calculated 2x with the C and the K.
My guy, you officially canceled.
So here's my take: non-Terry Crews, Terry Crews,
no Terry.
Fuck Terry Crews, bro.
No Virgil Abloh.
He deaded himself, bro. Like, how you gonna end your career like that voluntarily,
bro?
And like, it's
here's
not
the thing. He think he's on the rise, bro.
But yeah, he don't read the comments. Like, he don't get the whole vibe, the whole tonality of what he's saying.
Black Twitter doesn't run Hollywood. White Twitter does, and he's impressing those right now. Yeah, Terry, that's what I say. Yeah,
you're gonna be happy when you see that bonus check.
Keep on talking, Terry.
He's like, you just earned yourself another 50,000 on that advance check. It's already in the mail, Terry. Don't worry about it. It's already in the mail. Don't worry.
Terry with the tell me how you like that number.
Direct deposit should hit this Friday.
Yeah. So basically, your base salary is 50. If you come up with something for C.O.O.N., that's an extra 100,000.
The more negative comments you get, he's on like a commission base.
Terry Crews is like getting into his Old Spice shit.
He's like, well, Terry, let me crunch the numbers. You had 1,200 negative comments. That's going to be multiplied by 50,000.
Here's my take on my people, man. and this has been an ongoing thing. This goes to when you hear black businesses, right? Soon as you this is synonymous. You can social media and you can have this conversation with black people. You can say support black businesses, and I'm gonna let y'all guess. What is the first thing a person would say to that?
Wait,
if I come to you and say we need to support black businesses,
okay,
you say okay.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I'd be like, okay,
that's
a good plan.
Do you know what the common response is? Well, they need to have quality and not charge $80 for some cheap bullshit and maybe get some customer service because they so fucking. That's what the response is to support black business from black people. And I'm saying this because I've seen it in real life. I've seen it on comments. I've had conversations with black people, and while they are correct, that should be a practice for your business.
Yeah,
you don't bring that same energy. When you're on the phone with Sprint and they send you to the Philippines to help you with your phone and you got to call 20 people, you're not saying fuck Sprint or I'm boycotting Sprint. You're getting a new iPhone on Sprint.
Or when you're with Native Instruments trying to get an update on your order and usually reply in 1 day, but it's been 5 days.
Forever, right? That's poor customer service. When you're calling
fuck Native
Domino's and it don't come in 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we deal with so many bullshit from a lot of businesses that we continue to go to. Now, if you're one of those people that are consistent across the board, you get some consistent shitty customer service, you scratch them off. We're not talking to you, but we're talking to the average person that, as long as it's not black business attached to it, they will support it through thick and thin, through overpriced this, quality this. I've bought some Nike shit that as soon as I put it on, it ripped. I've bought that before. I've bought shit I've bought shit from H&M or Forever 21. You wash it shrank, or the color fade. These are billion-dollar corporation companies. You still go back,
so you can still get that same shitty quality at a high level.
But because it's Forever 21 H&M,
you deal with it.
You don't say you deal with it. But soon as somebody come to you and say, yo, support your black brother. Well, I need this to be right. I need this to be right. I need that, this, and that. And if any one of those things are they typical black business, I'm not going to support them.
Yeah. So that's keep that same energy with white-owned corporations.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny you say that because I was thinking when you said support black businesses, I was like, okay. But then when you brought up the point where the quality be shitty, I was like, well, there's good businesses and bad businesses.
Sure.
So there are plenty of great, fantastic black businesses out there that you can support that nullifies that thought, that first original thought you had.
Blanket statement. As soon as you hear black business, blanket statement.
It's a stigma, and that goes with any business really. There's you choose what you like, regardless of who it is.
But this, regardless of the product.
But people believe in that stigma,
right?
That if it's black, just like black, black can be synonymous with a lot of negative things, right?
Right.
Like night is scary. We talked about this. So people think it's synonymous with bad quality.
Right.
That's not always the case.
Right. And so that was the first step to my point of this Beyonce shit. Right. We're quick. That was an example. We're quick when it's something from us. For some reason, you can say it's brainwashed. You can say it's psychology. When it's something from us and we're aware that it's from us, we become hypersensitive to everything we see. Right?
I think it's
with this Beyonce shit. Right? If this would have just came out and Beyonce name wasn't on it and it was Netflix decided to support Black Lives Matter with this documentary, we'll be hyping them like, wow, Netflix, look at the cinematography.
Right.
They're doing the dances straight from the Netflix did their homework.
Right.
But as soon as it becomes Beyonce and she's making
to a singular person,
she's making money.
Spotlight.
Did she take no name? Did they take care of the people there? And she's capitalizing off black imagery and she's using that to it's like, but why can't you just enjoy this shit?
Is that the image of Beyonce though? Like, do people think that off the rip, off default? Like,
no.
that this might be some shady shit?
No, they think no. This goes.
That's how No Name's coming off though.
This goes into, like I say, this is a black. I'm bringing up these examples to build it up. This is because you did it and you're black, quote unquote. You're supposed to know better. So I'm going to assume, without doing research like No Name, that you're doing the typical black thing where when you want to get closer to the culture, you go fly to Africa and shoot the video. You go have the kids, look super dark and whatever. She put her in that box, which isn't the case. There are artists that do that. You know what I'm saying? There are artists. Who was it? Sway Lee and them. When they did that one song, they just went out and danced. You ain't seen shit from Sway Lee since as far as Africa buildings. That's who No Name should go after. She was quiet when that video came out.
Well, like
you
French
gonna wait
Montana.
to the French Montana.
Yeah, with the fucking Unforgettable going.
Unforgettable.
To
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And we seen plenty of artists.
And that's crazy because that was the
biggest record.
That was a biggest record.
Yeah. So we know artists that exist that exploit that. For you to choose Beyonce,
the Queen Bee,
was dressed in Black Panthers at the Super Bowl, who did
Right,
who did like
dude,
she's
like, what the
every
fuck?
time Beyonce steps out, she is aggressively black.
Yes.
Whether it's the designer, the makeup set, the
Right.
set. It's even somebody.
So
all
pro-black.
of our grips on set were African American men because they don't
Bro,
get a chance in
come
Hollywood.
on.
Like they go to the smallest granular thing, like the person who
smallest
brings
detail.
the cups. We make sure they were brown or Hispanic. They do that.
Right.
Those are and then
People of color. I fuck with that.
As New Yorkers would say this to No Name. You goofy for that.
You goofy for that.
super goofy.
He's
And she
super
got backlash off the rip. But
He's
I'm
super
saying, like,
goofy.
you go in those comments into the blue thing, like,
Right.
they're
Disney
talking.
Channel asking
They're
That's the
talking
next
about.
level,
They're
bro.
talking about Beyonce. They're talking about how she's exploiting and she doesn't wear her natural hair. And I read an article where her and Jay and it gets into that. And I'm just like, so you
She kind of spoke on that a little bit.
Well, they don't.
Beyonce.
The reason why I love them is because they don't have to, right?
Right.
Because they let their work do the talking. But what I find crazy is, like, in the black culture, we're so quick to shut down our black artists that's doing shit without any proper research. All it takes is one article, and that it's like if these artists they run with it. Like if these artists, if you don't know, so if you're standing in a position where you don't know the truth or the lie, you're just in the middle, right? So that's how we are with Beyonce. We don't know what they do. But every time they step out, whether it's Beyonce or anybody, it's pro who you are. But you allow an article or he say, she say to say, nah, that's not it. Like they're showing you, even if you don't believe it, every time they step out, it's pro who you are. Yet every time they step out, you got to go, well, I heard Illuminati. I heard Jay-Z. They
take all the money.
Yeah. I heard they just pandering to us during, like, because people think she did this for the George Floyd shit. I'm like, do you understand this is 2 years in the making? You don't just fly out to Africa. When George Floyd happened in May, rest in peace.
You don't do this shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you though.
But that's how people feeling like
Or in a
she
month.
only dropped it because of what's going on. I'm like,
That's
first of
how
all,
disconnected people are.
I was like, first of all, you could throw a dart at any point in country and this would be the issue. So first of all, it's not like she got lucky. Like unfortunately, they racist against us year round. So you can literally make a video and it would be.
It would have been a modern library back then.
Yeah,
If it
that's
would've
what I'm
released
saying.
Back then,
In
it would've been
February.
Breonna Taylor when it happened.
Exactly.
It would have been farther
Trayvon
back.
Martin. It would have been. Pick a year.
Tamir
It would have
Rice
made
or-
sense in
Right.
every
Somebody.
fucking year for the last
Would
10.
have been Philando Castile.
Oh, you want to go
Would've been-
Rodney King? If she was born in the 50s, Emmett Till, it would have made sense
Would've
there
been-
too.
it would've
bro.
Like it would have been somebody.
Yes. So
So there's no basis of her argument, basically.
So I just
No.
want to say to my people,
Or their
like
argument.
we need to be, and again, I'm making this point off of Instagram comments. I understand that it's Instagram comments. That's where you're gonna get the worst of the worst, the dumbest of the dumbest.
Of course.
But there is something I've seen that, like I said, I've seen this in real life. People I know, I've had conversations with people who feel that way, not online, who
crazy.
feels that way that Beyonce is paneling. And I would just want, I know we've been brainwashed to like hate ourselves. Yeah, we've been brainwashed to think when you're talking proper, you're talking white. And when we get money, we move out the hood and move to the white neighborhood where they don't want us because that means you're right. We've been brainwashed to think that though. Like instead of building your hood or giving back to the hood and making it what you would want it, you just I'm gonna get my family. And to some point, there are some neighborhoods where you need to get the fuck up out of there.
Exactly.
Not knocking you for that, but I'm
Nobody
saying
trying
though,
to stay in Bed-Stuy until fucking
exactly.
or-
But if you're gonna be quick to get the Supreme drop. You don't know what they're doing for Africa. What is Supreme doing for black people? What is not saying they're not, but I'm saying the average person, black person, probably ain't. Yo, Supreme, what? Right. No, I'm not supporting that. Supreme, what they did with who? But as soon as it becomes a Beyonce clothing line or a Sean John, is like they don't even pay their. Shut up.
That's
Shut
true.
up.
Hey, you make a valid point.
Why can't
like,
Why can't we win too?
Right.
We got to follow the rules. Apple gets to have slave shop.
Yeah.
Not saying it's right, but Apple gets you support Apple. You buy your Samsung TV. They got slave. But as soon as your people want to get into business and making money, y'all not following the rules. You got to be right. Like, what?
Systemic mentality, bro. Over years,
On
man.
Instagram, on your iPhone, talking shit about black people on your Japanese phone that was made in a sweatshop.
That's
You
why
tell
I'm
them
like-
what Beyonce should do.
That's why I'm like iffy about.
It's so
like,
competitive,
Virgil
man.
Abloh's, stuff. Just, that dude rose from the gutter. Well,
For sure.
Yeah. Because
we joke about it, but you got to respect
you
where
gotta
you came
respect
from.
the hustle.
Like Louis Vuitton's dude.
He started off with with Pyrex. Even you guys have seen those shorts and everything when everybody was wearing Pyrex, all that.
Damn, I didn't know that was him.
That was his brand.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so that was his. He started off making Pyrex, and then after that he moved on to Off-White, and then now he's the men's director for Louis Vuitton.
You gotta respect it.
But
you know what people say was, you know what people would say?
That.
He's sleeping with the white man, or he's Illuminati, or he backstabbed Kanye.
Yeah. And then they always post photos of him and his family because his wife is white.
Which is another. We're not gonna get into it on this show, but like the fact that you're gonna like take away a man's blackness, because I get it. I get
somebody who loves,
but I get it from the black culture.
Yeah,
trust me, because y'all gonna try to kill me for this. I get it. There are black men who think that getting a white girl or a non-black girl is leveling up. That exists.
I mean,
that's a real thing. So I'm not gonna sit here and play like he shouldn't get dragged for it. But at the same time, it's like if he came from where I came from and he's the director of Men's Gucci, before you criticize who he's sleeping with, kind of look at his moves and be oh shit, like that's a black man from Chicago, from the hood.
Yeah. And he didn't need, he didn't need to marry that woman to be where he's at right now.
Exactly. He did it all himself.
Right. Well, the argument with that would be that he felt like because he was in that position that a white woman was compatible to his position. No, I'm saying from the black community, that's a real thing.
I'm just saying no.
Virgil might be no, but it is a real thing. So I'm not gonna spew ignorance and just think it's
like it looks better image wise.
Showing up to the work party or to the golf course and bringing Becky instead of Shaquita, quote unquote, because all your white counterparts are gonna look like, she got weave.
Damn, man, it would have been so much more harder to come in, with a black female and just been pro-black too. That would have been kind of.
It would have been harder.
Yeah, I think it would have been. It would have been pretty hard.
Why? For him? For Virgil?
Yeah, why not?
With a black woman?
That would have been hard as fuck to just be rapping.
No.
Just with a black female, if you really want to do that too. I'm saying both options would be.
I mean, well, this is off a different aspect. This is if you love
to
somebody,
not appease.
you're gonna
for sure.
You're gonna show them off. You're not gonna hide them away. It doesn't matter what the color.
I get that.
It don't matter. You can show off exactly. You can show off your woman either way. It don't matter the color.
I get dirty looks in 2020 now when I'm out with Bianca from black women.
Yeah, well, black women's a different. That's different.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like that's who feels like
it's two-sided.
People look at me and felt like, oh, you moved it. I actually had a friend who I don't have anymore. We were still in contact when I first started dating Bianca. You know what she said? Just like Memphis N-words, move out to California and get a Mexican girl. That's what she told me.
Bitter.
That's what she told me.
Bitter.
Like, that's what I'm saying. When I'm speaking on this, like, I live this where they feel like we leave our culture and go get exotic women. I live this, and I know this. Wow. And it's funny because I look at it like I'm such a quote-unquote equal opportunist. Like, I didn't come out like, yo, I got to give me a baddie Latina. But black men exist like that. I've heard this language of I need to fuck that. I've heard black men go, I'm done with black women. They fucking attitudes. They always nagging about shit. Nah, moving forward, bro. No black. I've heard this conversation.
We've all heard that. But what? How was your friend?
The person who's willing to deal with that though.
For sure.
Right. Yeah,
it's definitely both sides though.
Right. True. How was your friend though?
How was what?
Was she crazy? Like, I mean, was she a normal ass person? Like, why did she pop off at you like that with so much aggression?
I'm pretty sure it had something to do with the fact that she liked me back in the day.
Oh, I got you.
But she could have just like that. What she said.
How was her personality? I mean,
no, she was chill.
Oh, damn. She popped off as aggressive like
because
that?
that's how they feel about us black men. That's what I'm saying. It's a real thing.
Well, what is she doing there? Like, I don't know. Like,
they feel like we move certain places and go get the exotic. It's a thing, bro. Like, I'm not saying she's wrong to feel that way. It's just if you knew me, you would know that wasn't the case.
She just liked you.
But unfortunately, there's a lot of black men who I've sat in barbershops and conversations like, bro, I am done with black women.
See, but you can say the same with Latinas. They spicy too. They got a mouthpiece on them too, though.
But because they're exotic. But that's what I'm saying. It's a psychological thing where they feel like
I would be the counter to that as well too. Latino women are feisty.
They're feisty, for sure, bro.
But we're taught to hate ourselves, and this all goes back to, like I said to Beyonce. This how we tie it up with a bow. Is we're taught to hate ourselves. That's the overall message,
right?
Yeah. So black men are taught Yeah. If you want to go to the slavery shit, I learned this in my Black Studies class. It was like we were taught not to look at white men, blah blah blah.
So eyes and all that shit.
When they saw us being Black power and whatever, they were like, okay, they're being the Union. Let's quote unquote, not directly this, but let's allow them to sleep with white women now. Now that is the layman's term, but that was the thought process of let's separate, divide and conquer, because we're forcing them basically to love each other.
Right.
But now they're prospering. All right, now so we got to divide that. So then that's where it comes for white men. Like white women was looked at as the forbidden fruit. So was other women. So that's why they say in 2020 now a lot of black men are so quick to just go to another race, or
they think it's something that they
it's
can't
better.
have.
Exactly.
So they probably look at that shit as a distraction then.
Yes.
It's like you want something more
when
that you can't
have it. Exactly.
You can't have it.
Exactly.
But
so
when
that's where that started to where we are now, where there's a lot of black men who feel like they get in position of a CEO or they're climbing a company, and all their parties that they go to and all their shit is white men with their blonde wives, and then you come in with your black wife, who if you're not grounded and you're not proud of who you are, you're gonna feel like, damn, I should probably get me a little Becky too, so I could blend in.
Damn,
these are real things, by the way.
But that's internal.
I'm not guessing.
That's definitely internal. Like if you was secure with yourself, you'd be like, fuck whatever.
But a lot of black men are not. It's not internal. That's what I'm saying.
And it's not
what
even
you're saying
with
is
them.
right. Yeah. It's internal within black
it's
men, not with one black man. It's internal with black men.
And then also, like, you might get pressured if you want to move up. You know, who knows, man?
That happens.
It depends personally too. It depends on the person and whether or not they're gonna bend to the will, or to the perception of the situation.
Yes. So with all that being said, basically, I want my black people moving forward. Hey, start loving our shit. If it's black business, don't assume that it's gonna be. Just go in the same way when the new Supreme, somebody who's from Supreme dropped. Because if somebody from Supreme is like, oh, he's the guy from Supreme, this is an off-brand Supreme, we copping it. We don't give a fuck if he supports Africa. We don't care if his racist tweets. Like, do the same for your black folks, man.
Exactly.
Oh, that's black owned? Oh, yeah. I don't even give a shit. That's kind of where I am now, too. Like, if you tell me something's black owned, unless it's just super unnecessary, like if it's a shirt that has a logo and it don't mean nothing crazy, and you talking about $25.99, here you go, bro.
Right. Even black owned, like black or not black owned, like I'm going to treat any product that I'm fucking with and that I'm interested in consuming just from the product base.
For sure.
So, like, if it's a shitty product and it's a white owner,
right,
I'm not fucking with that product. Or it could be a black owner. I'm not fucking with that product.
True.
But you still got to support, whoever. Give it a fucking try.
Right.
Yeah. Don't just book by fucking cover. Yeah.
So, if you guys want to support some black-owned streetwear.
Exactly.
Strictly.family.
Strictly.family. Strictly.family.com.
Let's go.
Where can we find them? I can link it. I can link it. You don't have to. I'll link it for
you. But we'll link it. We'll link it. But yeah, definitely. We'll link it to the show.
Strictly.family.
As much Virgil Abloh, gets smo for.
I'm definitely going to cop a shirt.
Support his Off-White.
For sure.
Do not support Louis
I can't
Vuitton.
support that. The way my bank account set up.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the thing. You can get Off-White for cheap. It's the resale that's crazy.
Yeah, but you got to be on the drops, right?
Huh? Yeah, sure. But I'm saying if you get lucky, you can cop. You can cop cheaper than Jordan sometimes. 200.
Exactly.
You got the plug though? Hey, let me know. Hey, shoot me them digits, bro.
No plug. I told
you. Motherfuckers say that shit anymore.
This bike gives me everything I need right here. We talked about this a couple episodes ago.
This bot right here.
That's the bot I got.
Strictly.family.
Strictly.
You heard it first.
IG, and then also
Strictly.family.
click the link, and it was just.
So they got a link.
Family.
So they got a link in the bio. Strictly.family. Support black-owned business.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna see what they got.
And to your point too, like I think I'm more inclined. For instance, right? I'll give you an example.
Yes, sir.
If you go to a spot on Convoy, and it's Filipino owned, right?
Yeah.
Right. Even if let's say if it's a dessert spot, right?
Why it gotta be?
Why I gotta be dessert?
Why I gotta be 85 degrees? Right? That's fucking with you.
But okay, so
Red ribbon.
Let me ask you. Is 85 degrees considered a top-notch dessert spot?
I don't know.
Like for the general, what's considered? Just give me an example of a top-notch
dessert.
31 flavor. Like who?
I'm not.
I just need a name just to make a point. All right, let's say if it's Baskin Robbins, because I'm not into pastries either.
Cake de partie.
Like you
would. That sounds like some French shit.
If they wasn't on the level of Baskin Robbins, right?
Right.
But it was a grand opening and it was Filipino and you related to them, you still might drop some money in there just because off the strength of this is Filipino.
This is my people.
This is my people.
Right.
So the same thing to what you're saying about the shirt. The quality might not hit like I want, but if you out here and your business is right and you come, I might drop 20 on the shirt, even though I'm like, I might not come back
off the strength of initial.
Off the strength of you being black owned. You out here. You're not selling me a mixtape with some bullshit.
Right? Are you a return customer though?
No, that's what I said. I might not come back.
Okay.
If I put it on and it's trash,
right,
I might not come back. But off that initial purchase,
the strength's off the
initial.
I
respect what you're doing. You out here hustling. I'll throw you 20.
Let's be honest. If it's black owned, Filipino, Mexican owned, minority owned, it's
take
gonna
my
taste
money.
Good.
It's gonna taste good, right? But I'm saying
good.
I was saying you'll relate if it was Hispanic, you'd probably be like, you know what, this probably ain't the best chicken sandwich I had, but this their grand opening. There's some Hispanic owners. I'm gonna go ahead and patronize here. Might not come back because it was trash, but their grand opening, I'm gonna throw some money for the food.
Right.
That's just
I'll do it.
You relate off that who they are. So I'm saying to black owned businesses, like if you come to me and be like, oh, new watch brand, I don't need a watch, but if you're gonna charge $35 for a new watch, like I remember some kids were selling some candy bars out in Southeast San Diego. I gave them a 20 and told them to keep the candy. I was like, I don't need. I don't want candy. But you're out here. I don't give a fuck where it goes. You can make up a lie that is going to YMCA. I don't give a shit, bro.
You're doing the grind.
Here's $20. You trying to flip some candy, right? Because you could be
you made them
trying
motherfuckers
to rob
day, bro.
people. You could be trying to do other negative shit. You just stand out front trying to sell me a candy bar. Ain't nothing dangerous about that. So you know what?
Malicious.
Keep your candy. Here's a 20. Hope you can flip the rest of that, make a profit, come back out the next day,
buy
make
some
another
more
profit.
candy. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can support that. Whatever. I could do that with any race, but him being a black kid made me more inclined to be like, nah, man, I'm gonna fuck with you just because you're right. So that's that. Support each other, love each other, stop assuming the worst out of each other. Yeah. Yes, we newsflash, all races deal with internal shit, but ours some reason gets blown up. Black on black crime, light skin versus dark skin. Like our shit gets blown up to be a think piece. White people deal with Asians. They wear long sleeves because they don't want to get dark in the sun. That's the thing. Oh,
they'll bleach your skin.
They were known if you had dark skin back in the day in like Asia, you were considered poor or something. I've heard this from Asian friends that's told me these things. That's why you see them like fully covered with umbrellas. Like, but you don't hear their internal beef all over social media. Like, hey, but ours gets dark skin versus light skin.
Right, that's true.
Black on black crime.
Yeah. It's a legit thing in all races.
It's all races.
The
it's
darker,
not just us.
Right, the darker is less favorable. In any race, really. Vietnamese, Chinese.
Yeah.
White people don't got to deal with it because they, most of the time, very fair skin. We
know. Yes.
But anyone that has any type of dark, bi race,
they
is gonna have that stigma.
The board. Right. They were able to make black across the globe as negative. They were able to do that.
And it's so weird. Why is that?
Well, yeah, it's
because of popular societal.
It's just over generations.
Well, I mean, you can get into deep shit. It's like, hey, like when again to the systemic. Yeah. You want to go systemic level? It's a reason why.
Yeah, black is evil.
It's a reason,
and
it's a reason, bro.
Anything in between is like a very gray area. But once you go into the darker side, it's like it is just considered like a black evil.
Right.
That's crazy.
Random. Have y'all seen the Albert Einstein thing that's going around right now?
Hey, put me on game,
saying that he's black.
He's black.
But
they're doing that.
They're not saying that he's black.
Run that back.
Saying they giving you a doctor, like his chromosome with and these numbers mean and mean like it's like.
Hey, run that back. You said Albert
Einstein.
Oh yeah.
So they was
black.
Like. He was according to it was just like the Bible. Like wait, so you're trying to tell me in the
Jesus
middle
was black?
Well, you're trying to tell me in the middle of Jerusalem, whatever, and according his hair was wool and all that, and then you give me Brad Pitt.
Right.
So according to the readings about Albert Einstein, they did all that. I didn't go through the rabbit hole, but they, according to articles speaking about him and doctors and all the official shit.
Yeah.
If you just read that without looking at a picture of him, you go, that sounds like a black dude. Like that. It's a legit thing.
You. Okay.
So they're like, who is this big hair white dude? And then that's what started fucking.
Right.
This is what started fucking with me with our world, right? To this ignorance is bliss part, right? And I'm probably gonna fuck y'all head over with this shit too. when you learn that it was a purposeful thing to enslave us, to eradicate of us our history, to erase anything, to make black evil, when you understand that it was a conscious effort to keep us down, to make us think we were in schools literally start our history at slavery.
Yeah,
They don't go no further than that. No. They literally made pharaohs look like Derek and Brad, like they.
And even when it gets to the in U.S. history, when he gets to the civil rights topic, it is very quick.
Martin Luther King, I have a dream. He was shot.
Like,
Malcolm X,
Rosa Parks, I have a dream. Rosa Parks, Harry
Malcolm
Tubman,
X,
maybe
Harry
Malcolm
Tubman.
X. Yeah.
Those four.
And as soon as they say that Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, that's where it ends.
We go into the set. They don't talk about our inventions. They don't talk about.
They go back into Bill Clinton. They go into Richard.
All that.
So
that is
crazy.
That's strategic.
I told y'all brainwashed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's get the world from its youth to create. So back to my point. That's gonna fuck you up when you understand that as we turn older. Then when you start hearing shit that Albert Einstein was really black, you can't no longer read that and go, nah. You gotta think like
he's like, hey, maybe he was, bro.
And why wouldn't they take what a black man did? Yeah. And if they're trying to keep him down and say, let's make him look like the white guy, just like Jesus and everything else, so then people think that our smartest people were the white people, and black people didn't do anything but get brought over and then became slaves. Like that's
that's hilarious, bro.
It's crazy.
Like,
that's what fucks me up now.
You can take those old photographs and make them negative. You can, take a black, turn it white.
But that's what I'm saying though. It wasn't.
You can do some photography. Shit.
But that's what I'm saying.
Early Photoshop.
But it wasn't from the photo that was saying he was black.
It was from the description.
It was from news, scientific articles, medical reports, chromosomes. Like it was deep. Yes. Super deep, so let's have fun. Shit. Golly, we went past the camera time and everything.
Diabetes.
Basketball's back. NBA is back, man. I watched the first 2 games.
How was it?
It was weird.
Who played, actually?
Actually got it up. It's
Lakers,
funny
Clippers.
you ask, Wiggs. The first 2 games was the Jazz versus the Pelicans and the Clippers versus the Lakers. That was on Thursday. They got virtual crowds.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
I thought that was interesting.
It's better than MLB, bro.
I thought that was like
MLB is fucking stupid. Yeah, it did look like 2K. And then they have the screech marks dubbed.
Oh. From the shoes and all.
Yes. Get out of here.
And I didn't notice it. Bianca fucked me up with it because she noticed it. And then when you look, it could be like when somebody shoot a 3 and everybody's kind of looking. It's like,
why would they do that for the shoes though? Like, I understand that for the fucking crowd.
That's weird because don't they got huge ass mics,
bro, that could pick it up?
There's no crowd. Like, if you could pick it up on a normal game,
that's what I'm saying. If you got a dub from the normal game, then we should be able to hear it with no fucking crowd.
Exactly.
I don't understand why they did that.
Yeah, nah, that's just whack. I ain't feeling the LED though. I'm sorry, the TVs.
Imagine who's the broadcasting audio engineer for that. It's like, oh yeah, just go back to 2013 where those
you gotta have them scream when a shot's made.
The shoe sounds.
Fuck with that.
Just put that on this game.
I was hoping for more street ball where you could just hear them talking like gym, open gym vibe. Exactly. That would have been dope. But I get it. You got to make it a production because it's the NBA. You got to make money. Virtual crowds is, I guess, who the fuck is just at home just sitting there for a 3-hour game like.
Was that a live? That's what I was wondering. Was that live or was that like, oh, hey, we'll give you a 30-second window or 10-second intervals? Do something. All right, here's the next.
I think it's a window because we were saying live. Somebody just show their dick on TV and they did a rap. So I'm pretty sure it's like a 30 second because it is current. Because people would show up like they were showing Chris Bosh showed up to a game like virtual. Chris Paul kids was on virtual, so he was like, "Oh, that was dope to see my kids."
Those might be live.
Yeah, no, well, live 30 seconds though, so they can look at it, make sure ain't no dick or pussy, and then put it in the funnel to get funneled in. Because even when they were shooting free throws, the virtual people were doing this. Granted, they got them pre-recorded doing this, but I don't think it's a live, but I do think it's current live type shit. But both games were great. They came down to the last shot. LeBron won for the Lakers. Jazz was losing the whole game, came back and beat the Pelicans. It was competition. Again, me being a sports person, the crowd thing doesn't really fuck it up for me.
No, it don't.
I'm curious to see how football works. Because football, they're in helmets. Bro, there's not too much. All the other sports, baseball, they don't have helmets.
Have everybody mic'd up.
That's what I'm saying. That'd be dope to have everybody mic'd up. But again, the issue I'm worried about with football season is MLB with all their fucking cases and shit. Right. Because they're not in the bubble. NBA's in the bubble. Anybody that went to Florida, if you leave, you're leaving. Like reporters, workers, you're in that bubble for the next 3 months, and that's how they keep a controlled environment. Wow. Granted, they didn't do their whole roster, their whole teams because it's playoff run.
So the Dolphins playing or what?
What, the Dolphins?
Yeah, the Dolphins.
For football? Well, that's the thing. Football is a new season. So everybody's playing. Whereas the NBA was done with their season, so they kind of weeded out the people who mathematically couldn't make it. So, but even with basketball, you can run 3 or 4 games. On football, you can't really. So I'm like, they can't really do the bubble.
They got to do everything.
I don't know how they're going to do the bubble.
Right, because they're not going to have as many games per day.
Well, that's the thing. Football has like 16 games going on at the same time normally.
Right.
You can't get 16 football fields.
Well, they're going to have to do
in a bubble.
They're going to have to do the UFC route. They're going to have to test their players constantly.
Yeah, but you're
basically.
talking 50-plus roster, 50-plus on
32
team rosters that are going to be traveling. Like UFC is, you all come to Abu Dhabi, you're here in this space. NFL is, you're in Jacksonville, you're in Kansas City, you're in New England. Like, you can't really control that shit.
America, we got people everywhere to test some everywhere, but
sure. But I mean, MLB is the example though. That's my whole point. Is I'm scared for football because of how fucked up MLB is right now. Yeah. Like, I think they cancel games. The Marlins got it, the Cardinals got it, and they were supposedly getting tested and staying in the hotels and following protocols. Just like, if you don't have that bubble system like NHL does or soccer, it's kind of tough. And I'm worried because I'm like, if the MLB can't get it right, why would the NFL be any different? They're gonna have the testing. Like,
you go on that.
Yeah, I'm hoping for it. But then at the same time, I was like, at the end of the day, this is dumb. Like, I want sports, but it's like we're literally putting these motherfuckers through. They can't be with their families. They're getting all these tests just so we can see a fucking game. Like, and they're putting their lives at risk.
But they might want to play too.
They're putting their lives and their families' lives
for sure
risk for a game that will be televised for 2 hours.
2 hours, yes. And like the Patriots, my team, we got like 9 players that's not playing this season for personal reasons. And I see the fans, again, comments, I get it. But it's like, I wish I can get paid and not play. And I'm like, bro, how selfish do you sound? These motherfuckers got newborns. Their moms live with them who are diabetic, who are predisposed to this shit. So they're being responsible and saying, I'm not finna risk this for a fucking game. Well, and y'all don't understand it.
Yeah, well, that's true. I think that, or at least I think we all know that if players don't play a game, they don't get paid for that week.
Yeah, but they got their base salary. Yeah. So some of those players are gonna make $8 million, but they're not gonna get their like $250,000 per game type. But it's like, I respect it. Like I'm selfishly want it, but when the motherfucker opt out, I respect it.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, you gotta protect his family himself. As well too.
He's gonna bring it home when he's going to practice and games, and then now he infected his whole fucking household, and then somebody dies. You think they're gonna be able to live with that?
Right.
If somebody dies because they had to play a fucking stupid football game,
it was gonna be like a boxer in Rocky where he had to sleep in his different bed.
Bro, yeah.
With his wife or something.
Speaking of that, man, rest in pease to Roy Jones. I just want to get that out the way early, bro. Yeah. Tyson's demons are gonna come. Tyson's gonna flatline this motherfucker.
I don't even know mentally.
Roy!
2,000 cc's.
We're losing him.
Roy's gonna look like that one dude who he knocked out. He's like,
poor Roy. We will not judge you if you still got time, brother.
Right,
it's not until September. Don't let your ego get you knocked the fuck out, Roy.
Yeah, don't do it, bro.
Just back out, Roy.
Don't lose your life.
I think I'd rather see Holyfield. I don't think Holyfield gonna get knocked out.
Tyson gonna have COVID on his gloves.
COVID.
He's like, hey, cough on this right here. Can you cough on my glove right here?
19.
Roy, they gonna test Roy after his death. He died from COVID knockout.
Complications.
Tyson knocked him out with COVID.
Nah,
Jesus Christ.
I don't think he's coming in with the same mentality as Mike, though.
Bro, Mike's coming in like it's the world championship.
But here's what's fucked up. Though. Mike came into this already getting into shape, I think, just to do it. And then the fight came after. So, like, you getting people that's been chilling, especially because of COVID. Like, Roy don't look like battle ready, like battle fit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he's probably just chilling, and then like out of nowhere, Mike's been training.
Dad bod, boy.
Right? Yeah, he got the full fledged.
Mike is killing, bro. And with the NBA, we went so deep with the other shit. I wanted to talk about Charles Barkley saying that if someone doesn't kneel, they don't have to be vilified. I agree with that.
I do. It's your choice, man.
I don't want it to be a dictate. I don't want BLM to become some dictate. Like you got to pledge it, or because it's the same thing with the flag. You're becoming the flag now. Like if you either pledge allegiance to the flag, or you're not American, you're sons of bitches.
Right.
Like if he has his black BLM shirt and he supports it, he just don't want to kneel. We shouldn't crucify him for that.
Nah, and like Black Lives Matter, that's not what they will adopt. Like there's this videos of a white dude that I forgot what happened. He had a sign that was contesting against Black Lives Matter in the autonomous zone. Mm-hmm. And people were protecting, and they're like, hey, he's not causing any trouble. He's not being violent. Do not touch him. And these are people that obviously believe in Black Lives Matter. So like that's not what they will employ.
Just believe in
some people will.
Nothing.
I've said that from the beginning. Though. I'm like, I don't want to force a white person to like me. I just want to have laws to protect me from you killing me and getting away with it. If you want to say I hate black people,
go ahead.
Do it.
You're going to have your own consequences.
Yeah. I don't care if you don't like me. I just want laws in place that if you shoot me while I'm jogging or, I just all that shit that you're going to get. That's what we're fighting for. So if you don't agree with Black Lives Matter, no, I'm not judging you on that. I know that's like a crazy take from a black person, but it's like, that's cool. I know where you stand. I appreciate you being honest.
I agree with that too.
If you don't want to cause any harm to me, like let's say if you're just a white person, you don't want to cause any harm. You just don't. You think Black Lives Matter is the dumbest fucking organization in the world. I respect that.
Go ahead.
I respect that.
You kind of have to.
You can feel that way. As long as you don't think that you can come shoot me or kill me and get away with it.
Yeah. Like when I'm getting away from work or whatever. It's just...
Yeah, if I show up in your establishment and you don't want to serve me, that's the issue because now it's racism.
Right.
But if you serve me and still don't like me, that's fine.
Cool. I still got my service.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think people need to understand what we're fighting for. It's like it's more lawful than personal. You can hate me, but you got to respect me because I'm a human being like you.
Right. It's just mutual respect.
You can be
mutual
emotional
respect.
Everything, but once you start getting into
not giving me a job or not serving me or arresting me,
not
pulling me over,
or not giving you the same rights.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
Those are the issues. You don't have to like me. So not saying that the people that stood, because there were a few people that stood in the NBA, not saying that they don't like black people. Right. It was some black dudes that stood. Yeah. But it's just saying that maybe they feel. Preference. I think one guy said like he feels like a t-shirt and kneeling isn't enough. He's like, I'm all for it and I'm all about it. And I just feel like this isn't enough. And I think he's missing the point. Like it's more about presentation and just putting notoriety on what's going on. Yeah. But if you feel that way, you have the right. And I agree with him. I was like, we shouldn't cancel a motherfucker because he stood.
You have the right to bear arms. You have the right to kneel or not kneel.
Exactly. You know? Exactly. So that was a quick thing. I didn't want to go too deep because we spent the last segment. we went crazy on black, and I was like, I saw the topic, and I was like, I don't want to get too emotional. So we handled that good. We got in and out. We got our points across. Oh fuck! I got the hairstyles in school. I'm saving that for next episode, bro. I can't.
It's still going on in America.
I know, but I want to go deep into it, but not now because we used all our energy on. Yeah. What the fuck were we talking about? I forgot.
We were talking about Black Lives Matter. And
Black is King, all that shit. No, not this one. The other segment where we went past the camera.
Oh, yeah, that's Black is King.
So I'm going to save hairstyles. I'm going to make sure I mark that. We're going to talk about hairstyles and schools because I think it's the dumbest shit.
Keep us in check for that next
keep us in check. And then even the logic shit.
We can go over that.
Listener's choice it.
Okay,
I feel like we should be able to wrap this up and listener's choice that shit.
Y'all watching this. If you want to hear about logic.
Rest in peace, Ahmaud Arbery. Rest in peace, Breonna Taylor. Arrest the killers, the police officers. Rest in peace to George Floyd. Rest in peace to Wilford. We had the clip, right? Because I didn't know who Wilford was, and then they put me on who the Wilford. So we're going to play a small little clip right quick. You ready? Wilford Brimley on diabetes. Let's go.
Good morning. I'm Wilford Brimley, and I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about diabetes.
Yes!
I knew. I did not.
Let us know, please.
And how it's affected me in my life. I'll start when I was first diagnosed.
All right, I think we're good.
So he's known for the diabetes, correct? That's what he's known for. I didn't know who he was prior to this. I saw you tweeted that, and I was like, who's Wilford? And then you told me.
So he's... if you watch like cable, game shows on Price is Right and To Make a Deal, he's really prevalent. Anybody who has, you've seen those infomercials about like diabetes or fucking Zoloft or those fucking generic ass but very commercialized medications. You guys will know him, Wilford. that dude was on TV for a long time.
Bruh, he's
a
getting paid
very
all
long
that.
time.
Right.
Yeah, and he had diabetes, and unfortunately, he passed away. Probably from diabetes.
Probably.
Probably from diabetes complications or natural causes because
he died at 85. So yeah, that was a.
That's a long life.
Yeah, that's
a long life.
So it could have been natural causes.
Wait,
or
he was
diabetes.
the face of Quaker Oats?
What?
Yeah, now hold up, man.
Hold
we need
up, you
fact
have to
check
run that up. Run that up.
Not the actual guy, right?
Damn, this motherfucker was
Is
in
he?
movies and shit. Hold up.
Oh, he did like Quaker's Oat commercial.
Oh,
I thought he was trying to say he was.
Yeah,
the guy.
I was like, hold up.
This
You tell me
motherfucker
that
is
this
legendary.
motherfucker- he survived 1700s up until now.
Yeah, so rest in peace to him, and then also rest in peace to Malik B, 1/3 founder of the Roots. He passed away. What was his age?
He was
47.
47.
Fairly
correct.
young. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's crazy. Yo.
rest in peace. I mean, and someone else. It's just someone else passed. Someone else passed. Where I was just like, this is a wild.
Dude,
fucking
was
year,
it Logic?
No.
His career
Well, his
passed?
music career passed.
No.
Definitely. But
Yeah,
we'll get
so-
into that later.
Yeah, rest in peace to them. We're gonna table some topics for next week because we just got too serious on this one. Anything else?
Not really.
Anything else pressing? Let's check to see if
Let me
anything
check.
broke
Oh yeah.
right now. Any news broke?
One thing
Let's
I would
see,
like
man.
to say, though, is this is, and I quote, "You don't have to worry about my tweets when I'm president."
Why is 69
Joe Biden.
trending?
Joe Biden said that. Oh,
Is that your? Is that he's selling his presidency on that?
6ix9ine?
That should be
bro,
normal.
you just gave me a good point.
That's why I said
but
it.
I'm gonna make it quick
That's
as
why I
fuck
said
though,
it.
because it's a deeper topic. Kit, is it possible for my political people out there who are heavy left, heavy right, heavy Republican, heavy Democrat, when you get in an argument, you call somebody, oh, you're a left or you're a communist. For you people, I have a question because I saw these in one of my friends' threads too. It was a very political thread. Right. Is it possible to be a diehard, loving Republican and to say that Trump doesn't represent us, and vice versa? Is it possible to be a diehard, loving Democrat and say Biden doesn't represent us? Because the reason why I ask that is because it seems like if whoever is representing your party, you die with these motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's very extreme now.
Yeah, like extremists, like fanatic.
Yeah.
Like what happened to I'm
Not
a
even
Republican.
Because fanatic, you still have
Fanatic. Fan, you still have.
Yeah.
Fanatic, you're obsessed. Because I'm
okay.
trying to figure out, I'm like,
But extremist is you're going
extremist.
to extreme.
you're going to die with them.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what
You're gonna
happened
kill
to the
or
point?
die with them.
I'm okay with somebody saying, I am a Republican. My family's Republican.
Yeah.
Trump
Or
doesn't
conservative,
represent
I'm conservative.
our
friends.
party. Why isn't that not normal conversation?
Yeah.
Same with Biden. Like, because we all agree that for the last 4 years, Clinton, we haven't had the best candidates.
Right.
That doesn't mean you have to disown your party, though. Like, you can still, because if I say fuck Trump, I'm not saying fuck Republicans.
Yeah.
I'm saying fuck Trump.
So you want to be
You can
like
still-
this term we fucked up. The president fucked
Why
up.
can't
He
you-
didn't have
yeah.
a representation.
Because Republicans get offended when you say fuck Trump. I'm like, no. I respect your
can-
Republicancy. Yes.
You can.
I don't like Trump.
I don't like Trump. Why can't we agree to that? Because then I would have to ask. So then, does he
a great point.
he represent Republicans?
He represents the Karens and the crazy.
Does Hillary Clinton represent Democrats? Or are y'all gonna call out on her shit? Because I'm talking to both sides. Because it was issues with Hillary with the emails and shit. Instead of riding with her, can y'all say, I'm from the Democratic Party, she's full of shit. I'm from the Republican Party, he's full of shit. Why can't we not do that? That was a question I had. I was like, I'm gonna save it for the podcast.
Or you could even throw-
definitely need to normalize, disowning somebody that's from your party, but not disowning the party.
Yes,
or the
yes.
other party as well too.
Well,
Yes, be a
because
you can
Republican.
have
It's
respect
hard to
from
say
both
that.
sides.
Right. I would never say fuck Republicans.
But it's hard to say that.
I would never
Same.
say that.
I would never say fuck Republicans
Or fuck Democrats.
conservatives or
Yeah.
liberals or Democrats.
But if you have a shitty representative,
Yeah,
fuck them.
fuck them.
But think
Definitely
about
fuck them.
Yeah.
think about all the people that still write for it. If you write for someone that's shitty, like you're adopting them as a character. So a lot of people, even if they adopted him first, without really knowing exactly what he's gonna do, they kind of have to be like, all right.
I could be a Patriot fan and say Spygate was wrong.
Of course, but
Deflategate was fucked up.
Deflategate.
But I'm a Patriot fan.
any normal
That
person,
was wrong.
Any normal person would say that, but can we honestly say that supporters of Trump are normal?
Well, see, that's what we don't. But that's what we don't want
for the mass. That's what we don't want because
we don't want to push the supporter because who you support. I shouldn't be able to judge you off
because then we're going to be endorsing.
Yes,
yeah.
But then when you see people wearing diapers saying that COVID is a hoax,
but that's a whole.
But that's
those are those Trump supporters that I'm talking about.
But what if somebody wore diapers and said COVID is a hoax and said Jylon's my best friend? What if they did that same thing with diapers and said COVID is a hoax and say I love Jylon? Will we say those are Jylon supporters?
No, but I get boxed into that.
But that's what I'm saying though. So I don't want to go and say that these dumb people are Trump because there are some logical, smart, Black Lives Matter supporting Trump supporters.
That's why I say some.
They exist.
You can't generalize.
And that's why I look on both sides. There is very good policies that conservatives have
over
that's
what
liberals.
And
over liberals compared to
there's level-headed people.
I like this. I like some from this side. I like some from this side. I like some independent shit.
Whenever I vote, I completely try to be independent and in the center, but it shifts. Ideals shift from both sides, varying every year, every month. Now,
I said this plenty of shows ago. I said it should be policies on the ballot. It should not be names.
It should not be names.
Yeah, man.
Just go in there and be like, I fuck with that policy. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
And then when the ticket comes out, it's like, you voted 58% Republican.
Right.
I guess this year I'm Republican.
Yeah.
Next year I might vote 58% Democrat. Like it
shouldn't
be.
That's what it needs to be.
A gang. There's Democrats over here, baby, all day.
Yeah. It's made to separate, right?
Yeah.
It's
again,
like
systematic.
I'm Democrat. Fuck Republican.
Yeah, what kind of system is that though?
Systematic, bro.
It's failing from the start.
Divide and conquer, bro. Diversion.
Yes. Usually, minorities are
another
Democrats.
Deep conversation. How the fuck this happen? We just wrapping this shit up.
Bro.
No. Finish your thought, please, and then we're wrapping it up. We're going crazy.
We're not wrapping shit up until it's done.
No, we're wrapping it up. Finish your thought.
Democrats is usually minorities because they offer more compassion to the general people,
right?
But Democrats were slave owners back in the day.
But
Republicans were. See, that's where it gets flipped.
Yeah, when you get into that, that's where it gets weird.
But that's what people will throw out.
When you get into that,
people will use that.
Well, when you get into that, I could even say that when you look back then, it was Democrat Republicans. It was no one-sided. It was no division. There was both of them in the same party, basically.
That should be,
right.
But now it's gotten so divided just because, history and people. History and people and system and everything. So the left or Democrats lead to more of the general people and more humanitarian laws as where, Republicans kind of, defend for the more economy, kind of more.
You know what's crazy about your statement? I know Republicans that would go,
Democrats
go for the 2%, and we're the ones about the. But I'm just saying though, that's why it's so subjective.
Exactly.
Right?
It's like, I know somebody was listen to what you say, a Republican go, fuck no. What about when Obama did this for the 2% people in Africa? Something like
it's almost delusional, bro.
It's like you're arguing about nothing. That's why I'm like, just pick your policy.
Fox, CNN, you can't trust any of
these sides. Just
vote
for your policies, bro.
That's what it needs to be. That's what it needs to be. Progressive thinking.
That's what I was looking at. Like, well, this is gonna be a little bit off topic, but when I was watching, have you guys seen the play Hamilton?
No.
So it's kind of.
I heard it's popping on Disney Plus.
It's good because they replaced all the white, founding fathers with black, black stars.
Or were they black from the jump?
So was this an accurate history?
Hey, man.
If I'm white trying to build a country, I'm going to say all the cool people's
But how I know this is still in the entertainment business, the lead character, Alexander Hamilton, is still
looks
light skin colored.
Yeah,
wavy,
that's how you know, right?
Wavy hair.
So
they can be black, but not too black.
Yeah, but not too.
That's improper facts. That show's coming soon. That's when we gonna get to just go, boy. Like, yo, what about Area 50?
Right, you ain't lying.
But they release new alien info.
I know. No, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it.
Not here.
Give me my time so I can wrap this shit up. What time I got? So we go into our listeners' choices.
How many more minutes I got?
I got you, bro. All right, so here we go. What a fantastic show. If you made it this far, we fuck with you. If you didn't, fuck you. Shouts out to everybody that follow us on all of our social media platforms. Don't forget to subscribe and follow Who Got the Aux on YouTube. I didn't mention that in the beginning. Who Got the Aux, no spaces, YouTube. Okay, I did.
Yeah.
Who Got the Aux on YouTube? No spaces. Instagram, Spotify, Apple. WhoGotTheAux.com. WGTAux. Twitter. Follow,
Yes, sir.
subscribe, like, comment.
Twitter.
I got listeners' choices. Send opinions, whatever. Danielle said you're a giant.
Giant.
To the story that I was at the beginning. She's like, he's a giant. Talking about you.
What's that mean?
Use a
You're
giant.
tall as fuck, motherfucker.
Use a giant.
Anyway, I was sitting
Thank
down,
you,
by the way,
appreciate it.
Danielle, so the optics could be
I
a
am
little bit
5'3"
I
as
think
well.
it was
Danielle.
optic.
But he is 6'8". So with that being
And I am
said,
5'3". So.
and Wiggs is 5'3". So yeah, you could have saw them
Contrast.
next to each other.
Yeah, you can do calculations.
With that being said, please subscribe. Shouts out all the support, everybody that's been listening. Truly appreciate it. I don't know who you are, but if you are hearing my voice right now, we strongly appreciate
love
you.
you.
We love
We
you.
love
We
you.
do. We love you. We appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
And keep supporting us. Till
Yes,
next
man.
time, episode 110 is in the books. We'll see y'all at 111. Isn't that like good luck or some shit?
Yes,
We'll see y'all on 111, bitch.
111.
Till next time.
Yay.
Suck a motherfucking dick, bitch.